Hello, everybody.
Oh,
Hello.
It appears our session has returned. I've been expecting you. Alright, last session, where do we get? You guys did a big clear. You finished out the fight, that you had instigated against Talus the White. Cleaning up the kobolds and the mess that is the house. Once you finished up with all that, you took it upon yourselves to clear through the house and investigate as much as you could. And you found a decent amount of interesting stuff, I'd say. A painting that teleports you to a random location. A room full of tapestries. Some interesting occupants in being the servants and what they told you. Some veterans. And some items of note as well. Some of which were magical. Found a nice spear, the wand, and a couple pieces of armor. And then you decide to take it upon yourself to head into the outhouses. Being, you'd gone to tip off that there was a very nice, friendly individual there by the name of Trepsin, the troll. And Trepsin appeared to be a fairly strong lad. He punched through his multiple arms. But you took him down despite his slightly damp rag, making him fairly annoying to deal with. And we are here now. The house, basically, all clear. If you decide to stay here for very much longer, it's up to you. Either way, I'll leave it to you to continue.
Did we take a long rest?
Yeah.
yes, we did, because we got experience.
Didn't we? Oh yeah, but didn't we?
Oh,
didn't...
we actually didn't do it yet, but we went back to...
Yeah, then I'll give it experience. But because we wanted to do something in this room, right, Jareem, before we went for the long rest.
Weather? I don't know. Weather?
Here, something about sets of armor. And they sorted
Are they
back.
still magical though, now that we have killed the...
The armor pieces? The
Yes.
armor? Yes, it is still magical.
Maybe if we ask Angriff, he may know. He must know. This is his house.
Oh yeah. We're going to collect Angriff.
You go to find Angriff. Angriff is
We call for Angriff. We need enough.
oh well. It's a short amount of time. Angriff. You know what? Angriff deserves a better token. I'll search old man.
Nice.
Butler. Fuck it, we'll get this.
Can you take Sebas from...
This shall Sylvester that can work. Hello, my name's Angriff. It's good to meet you again. What can I do to assist you?
We have some question about this armor. As you can see, we clearly moved it about to get in.
I see.
Is this some of your doing?
No. This is the code. I wouldn't place such an uncouth trap upon the door. This is some fine armor.
It is indeed. That's why we want to cleanse it from the magic.
Did
Whoa.
you know how they dealt with it?
No, just use the back door.
Well, you won't mind us taking it now that it's cursed.
I mean, to a degree, you're welcome to take it.
That will be much good for you. But yes, that is all we wanted to know before we, quote unquote, steal it.
All right. Oh yes. Feel free to claim this. I'm not really.
So how do you want to do this, Darius?
I mean, this is before we take the long rest, right?
Yes.
I'd presume so.
Yeah, so we can just fuck with our HP.
You can if you want to.
I don't remember. I think I had like 50 HP before the short rest. Can I try to grab the helmet and pull a helmet off the rest of the set of armor? Because they're standing on like armor stands, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you can totally do that, my guy. Alright, perfect. Yeah, you wanna try and pull that off, yeah?
Yeah.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I would be holding the bag of
16.
holding open and ready for him to dump the head in.
You feel the freezing effect on you, but you're able to resist its effect this time. You managed to pull the helmet off. Well done.
I quickly show it to Jareem as I like pull the helmet off the rest of the magic armor. Still magical.
Yep.
And I put it into the bag. Well, this is gonna be a pain in the ass, but this is all we got.
It's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out
We're
of
gonna
it.
start dismantling the armor and putting it into the bag of holding.
Well, you're making a check for every piece. Let's get to work. The left gauntlet, Constitution saving throw.
8.
Alright, you take... Fucking hell, Magrig, this is an idea. You touch the left gauntlet, and once again, a blast of ice cold hits you in the body. You know, your body kind of locks up, frosted over. You take 5 frost damage. Cold damage. I like saying frost because it sounds better. It sounds a lot better than like a slight chill, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So
Wait, Darius. I think I have an idea of what we can do.
What's the other effect? Oh, is it just damage, or does it make me like freeze?
Oh yeah, you're restrained for a minute.
Oh yeah, restrained. That's stuff.
Well, as he's sustained and trying to struggle to get out, I will. All the pieces on the ground, right, Eld?
No.
They're on the armor stand, and we're like
They're
pulling
on
it
an
off the armor stand.
And you're pulling it off the stand.
I would like to use my mace hand and see if I can pull it off with that.
You would
Just piece by
try.
piece, wiggle it
But I
off.
would say that the mage hand isn't really capable of manipulating an armor set. It can't carry more than 10 pounds. Would you say that each piece weighs more than 10 pounds? How much is a full set of armor? Let's take a
It was like half weight, you said, right? So it should be like 35 or something.
It is half weighted.
Because a normal set of plate armor is 70,
65.
but you said it was...
No,
Oh.
yeah, I'd say you can do it then. I'd say you can do it.
Yep, I will then wiggle them off piece by piece, and if I cannot carry it, those I can carry, I would put in the bag. Those I can't, I would put on the floor, and then scoop the bag in and scoop it up.
Alright, this is a much smarter idea. Well done.
I don't have mage hands. I have health full.
That's why you don't do it. So you let the guy with mage hand do it. Yes, you'd be able to after, I'd say, about 10 minutes of work, because that's how long it takes to doff heavy armor. You'd be able to dismantle the heavy armor and load it all into your bag.
Sweet.
All very much is still cursed as fuck.
Yep. And I will then scoop up the other one as well.
Ah, yeah, it takes an additional 10 minutes as well. This is all before your long rest, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, so 20 minutes go by and you sort this out. Tira and AP, what are you guys doing?
Well, I was probably in a bath.
Having a bath? Oh, alright.
I would have seen the facilities and taken this opportunity to freshen myself up a little.
Get rid of the swamp smell, yeah?
Yes, it's been. I mean, you saw that that pile of shite that we had to wade through. I didn't go anywhere near it, and I still smell it.
That's quite alright. Very good. You would probably have one of the butlers, one of the ladies probably attending to you, making sure your bath is going well.
Fantastic.
AP, what are you doing, buddy?
Can I quickly ask, are the butlers actually doing, like, serving us?
Well, there's only 3.
Yeah, but are
Angriff
they?
is right next to you right now.
Yes, but are they actually doing it?
They'd be maintaining the upkeep of the house, more so than anything.
Well, if
Oh,
Angriff's
God.
here, I would make some smoke talk. And so Angriff, would you prepare fake breakfast tomorrow?
Oh, I mean, I want to know what AP's doing first.
Alright.
What are you doing?
Walking past them, getting frozen.
I don't know, you're
Keep
free to
on
cook.
going.
You don't get frozen.
And And going outside to check on the circles and like write down what the runes are.
Alright.
Not study them, just like have notes of them.
Record the runes, okay.
Record the runes, yeah.
Let's get this information up for you.
I'll just like draw a picture of them in the book or something.
That's fine. Cool. So you would approach the stones. Oh bloody hell! Okay.
Are these
So-
thoughts Oneth has?
Sorry, I just read the information. This is very intriguing. Okay, so you approach the stones, and do you understand Draconic?
No,
Do you understand Draconic script?
probably not. No.
Alright, well, there's very strange runes on the circle the things. They seem interesting.
I can understand any written language you see, but I must be touching the surface on which it's written. If I have comprehend languages up. So I'm assuming if he sees something and he doesn't realize what it is, he's probably going to try and understand it and cast that.
Alright, so you can do that. Yeah, do that. Upon touching the runes and I guess acting as if it were braille, perhaps you'll be able to like see like the grooves that form the circle next to each of the the mossy standing stones, and you'll be able to translate each of them. Do you know what the
I
language
fuck
does
all
it tell you? I don't
languages.
think that's right. I'm just reading to see if you know the language like if the spell allows you to know what language it is. Alright, cool. Either way, you managed to work out that the runes there are three like sets of runes that say one of them says Snowy Lands. There you go. One of the portals says Snowy Lands written on it.
Cheers.
The portal the portal you came through says the phrase "unquiet swamp of mournful croaking."
Nice and specific.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
And the final one says Lands of the Red Sun. The other portal, the runes and the standing stones in there are a bit in disrepair. So they are whatever they took you to are no longer perhaps operable.
And these are the names of the portals.
Yes.
Okay.
Other than that, that is what you know, at least in terms of what these places take you to. Let me reread this real quick again.
This will take me some bit of time because it says about 1 minute to read one page.
Oh yeah, it'll take you a bit.
Oh no,
then.
that's about reading speed actually.
Yeah, 1 page.
Yeah.
Depends a
Does
bit
I
the
mean,
page
I-
just- or if, like,
Sorry,
the page is just
page,
one word.
page, not line. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, okay.
So what's actually slowing down is you jumping between each rune, touching them.
Cool. When you can determine of these, they are not teleportation circles. There's something different. So you don't really know what they are, and you won't be able to teleport to them using the teleportation circle as well. But who knows? Who knows? Anyway, Zeth, you wanted to speak to Angrith.
Yes.
Alright. Oh,
So
yeah.
Angrid, as a guest in your house, will you be preparing breakfast tomorrow?
I can prepare breakfast as you wish, but it's not my house, technically.
Well, then whose is it?
As I said, yeah, the former lord here is the man, Lord Marston. He was the owner of this place, but he's been dead for a year.
Could you tell us something about him?
Yeah, Lord Marston, nice man. He used to rule over the town of Parnasht. They enjoyed hunting, as you can see. This was where he was retreating, would stay. But he was a kind lord. He did trade quite a lot. The town's fairly far-reaching, you see. We're in the mountains far to the east, so we're kind of like a gateway to the desert, so to speak.
Alright. How long has it been since the cult has slain your lord?
As I said, a year.
Then who has the deed? Because if the Lord is dead, then no one is. Did you have any family, anything?
Presumably, but not sure too much of that. A lot of his family that resided with him was killed as well, and I don't really know of any foreign relatives.
Well, Angrif, in that case, this is your house until someone else comes and claims it with a deed.
I suppose.
Good. Glad we settled that.
I mean, we have enough supplies for dinner and breakfast, so we can most certainly make sure something's cooking. I'll make sure to set our anger on it.
That sounds good. Then we will probably be using this as our main base of operations while we free the town that you so say is occupied.
Yes, that's quite alright.
Also, do you know about the portals outside?
Not really, no. Been here for years, didn't see them start being used until the cult came here. It's almost as if they knew.
And the portals has always been there.
Yes, as I said, been here for years. Older than the house.
Yeah, I figured. Well, I think that is everything, Ingrid. Thanks for your help.
Oh, it's quite alright. What the hell was Magrig doing?
I'm also standing here, just in the same conversation.
Just
Like,
standing.
I would not. I mean, I was listening. I wanted to ask him some details about the town, like how far it was, what the size of the town was, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, sure. Go ahead and ask him.
Oh,
Do you have any maps?
Huh?
No, go ahead, Magrig.
What's the How far is the town? Like how many minutes, hours travel?
It's 5 miles through the forests. That would take you to Parnas. It's it's about an hour's walk. Brisk walk, you know, decent pace should get to town. Town itself is fairly sizable. It's situated on a cliffside. It overlooks the valley of the mountain range we're in. I mean, I like it. I've lived there for years before working here.
And once you started working here, you haven't left the premise much, I assume?
Oh no, I used to make trips, but be back and forth between town. But ever since the cultists occupied this house, I stay here. And usually a couple of common folk will come to the house, the living surprise.
Do you know anything about the situation in town now that the cult has taken over leadership? Did it have a local militia or small military force?
Yes, it did, but I don't know too much. Unfortunately, I don't get to speak to those who deliver. For what they say, things in town are grim. They're being bullied, oppressed, but not much more than that.
You wouldn't happen to have any maps, do you?
A map? A map of what?
Of the town.
The town?
Yes.
Maybe. Let me Google.
He pulls out his smartphone.
Tap the smartphone. Map of Parnas. Yes.
God damn it, the Wi-Fi here is garbage.
There's never any reception.
When Elted lands on the red sun, I was like, wait, what's the sun color in this plane? Is it red?
Might be. Might not be. Might be 2 suns. Might be like Tatooine.
It's actually blue.
Yeah. Can you fucking imagine? It's a white,
I
just a
never
white.
seen the sun.
Intriguing. Give me a moment, lads.
Okay. Parnas runs straight into the archive. See if there's...
When Kelz got excited for his character to be included into the sessions, and then we talked to Angry for 3 hours.
No, it's gonna be even worse. You talk to Angrif. Oh, Paulus, yes, let's go this way.
Yeah, we
I'm waiting
fixed
for
the
us to fuck
portal.
something up.
It might happen.
I hope we fuck something up.
Oh, this is actually fucking perfect. I love it. Hey, look, I drew this map myself back when I needed to get around. I get lost a lot, you see. That's why I stay at the house. It's a lot easier to remember the locations in a house than in the entire town.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's just very, very easy. Now let me just find where this drawing is. Give me a moment. Oh, that file name is not valid. Give me a moment longer. Oh, there we go. Let me take it out of the drawer. Let me just unfold it. Still unfolding. Oh my god, Ellen, to do this faster.
It's like a giant map. It's like skill 101.
It's like those car maps you have in the car. You like to fold it out several times and just
Yeah.
fucked up somehow.
Look, here you go. I made this drawing of town.
Forest drawing, smiley.
And her
As you can see.
environs?
Yes, and her environs. It stands for the environment. As you can see, this is Parnas. We're a farming village, but we have a nice trading area. A nice, lovely river runs through town, and the town is situated just mostly all together.
Ooh, what's this? Is this like to the bottom left? Is that like a lower area?
That's the cliff.
Into the valley, I would assume.
Big cliff. Yes.
Where does the water go?
I don't know. I don't go down that hole. Do you know how fucking scary it looks?
Yeah, I would imagine.
Who just go into a hole? What the shit?
You clearly were never an adventurer, that's for sure.
Oh, I was clearly an adventurer, was I?
No, one.
No, never. I'm a huntsman, originally.
But thank you for the map.
It's quite alright.
It will make it so much easier.
Cool.
I like the
I
way you
think-
put the smiley face into the handout.
Yeah. I'll thank him and I'll just look over the map for a little while and then I'll go to sleep.
Very good. You're off to bed. AP, you'd probably return to the house at the same time that Tira would finish up his bath. Tira, is there anything you would like to do?
No, I'll probably just head back to the main quarters after the bath at this point. Through here, I presume everybody is. I'll come through. Whew, how's a refreshing bath? What have you guys been up to?
Are we still there?
So
No, you
maybe-
left.
I
You
am.
said you went to bed.
Yeah.
Go
Boy.
pick a bed
No, I
somewhere.
missed that, did I? Oh well.
Are you going upstairs or are you going to be taking one of the downstairs rooms?
They went to like 8 billion guest rooms upstairs.
Yeah, 2 of them are downstairs and 2 of them are upstairs.
I'll take one of the upstairs ones.
Ah, fancy. Alright, calm down.
Well, look at you.
I will not take the one that's incredibly comfortable.
That's not a guest room.
Because
I know, that's, I just emphasize I will not take that one.
Ted is his old room.
Alright, Tira, what are you doing then?
I would go up to our friendly butler chap and ask him where would it be best for me to lay my head tonight? Should I go to sleep?
You're free to take any of the guest rooms. Yeah, there's a couple on this floor if you'd like me to escort you to one.
Certainly, please do.
Oh, wonderful. And then Angrif would totter along and take you to one of the rooms over here. Be like, would you like the green bed or the orange bed?
I'll take the one at the top since I'm already here.
So be it. You have a good rest. If you need anything, ring the bell.
Thank you for your time.
Good, very good. And you return to the main hall to accommodate the 2 remaining saviors of the house.
I'll have followed him. I'll take the other room.
Alright, very good.
I will.
Any further business there then, young master?
No. I'll just quickly let my owl out. Then we will go to. Don't mind the goat. We will not be here when you go to.
Might not want to do that with the peritons on the roof.
He won't fly there. He'll just basically stay at the door,
As you wish.
looking at the portals.
Alright, and then I presume you guys head to bed.
Yes.
You already got your level up, didn't you?
We did.
We
We
got,
got
ex-
experience.
we got our
Thank you.
experience.
Thank you, past Elderran. Oh, it's okay, future Elderran. Ah, wonderful.
But I'll take a level up if you give.
We'll say
you
no
wanna
to a
level up?
second round of the experience.
Yeah, we got level 14.
Do you want to do level 14?
Sure.
Why not just go whole hog and make us level 20?
Sure. Roll the 1d100.
Yeah, Tira.
So,
Nah,
Nope, funny that.
looks like you're not gonna level up today. Sorry. You tried. Nonetheless, night goes by peacefully. Not everyone's trying out, Jesus. Could you imagine? I'd
This is
almost
how
have
D&D
to be
works.
obligated to.
is someone in 100? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, level 20, but just with a fuck ton of debuffs.
No arms and no legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you can get to that. You just die from the old Search of Power.
No,
Congratulations, you're level 20,
Night-
but you lost your head.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you're level 20, but you have a week to live.
Nothing happens.
No, nothing happens.
It's longer than you'd have, Kelz.
Shut the fuck up! I'm trying to tell a story.
Yeah, people.
Trying to pass the time. Lovely. Night progresses today. There's no issue. There'll probably be hail during the night or in the early morning, as the elements make themselves known. Beyond that, you guys wake up to a very comfortable rest. Very comfortable. Your room, each of your rooms would have had their braziers lit at some point in the night. You wouldn't have noticed. But
Ooh, I
there's
don't like that.
fire. When you don't fucking like that, deal with it. There's a small fire in the corner of your room, which Oneth appears to be. Oh no, I thought Oneth was fucking just in the fire. Nah. But it'll be keeping you guys warm as you wake up, and the slight smell of freshly cooked gammon and bacon just kind of permeates the air as the breakfast being served. It is a new day. You get your health back, you get your everything back. You're fine.
I will spend an hour before I go down. So I forgot to do it before I went to bed. Tired. To attune to the stuff. Oh,
You're attuning to the wand. Do you have an attunement slot?
I do.
Very good. Then you may do so.
I'm only attuned to the irons.
Alright, cool. I mean, it's a new day. What are you guys planning on doing?
Guess I'd probably make my way to the forecourt and see what's milling around.
Cool. You don't really see anything much in the main area, but you can hear the sounds of knives clacking against worktops, and you can smell the meal that's awaiting you in the kitchen.
In that case, I'm probably heading to the kitchen at that point.
Yeah, more than likely, right?
I was considering getting there to begin with, but I figured people might be milling around there.
Well, you'd arrive, you'd arrive at the kitchen, you open the door up, and you would see, the maid that Angrif talked about. What's her name again? Arlinga. She's busy away, multitasking like a madwoman, stirring a pot, frying bacon. Then she'd move between another table, chopping up some I don't know, onions, all kinds of shit, right? And you can see there's a fresh pile of cooked meat and drink ready to go table. And Angrif would turn and look at you guys like, oh, it's good to see you poking up, but we got an early start on the food. After yesterday's excitement, we figured that a good meal would go a long way.
Good morning. It's much appreciated, yes.
Quite alright.
Is this the dining room?
No. Go into one of the sitting rooms. We'll serve it there.
Excellent. Okay, go then.
Yes, you run along now. That's the bedroom, he calls as he sees you go into your bedroom again. No, how did you phase through 3 walls?
Yoink, 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 yoink.
Wonderful.
Yoink,
What's your support
yoink.
doing?
I will be arriving an hour late.
Hour late, very good.
Is
Magrig?
that you?
I switched out some of my spells in the early morning because paladin, and then I just went down to get some bite to eat. I mean, I took a quick bath or some fucking to refresh myself in the thingy, put on my armor, and then I just went down to eat.
Fair enough. You'd come down looking like a very tidy paladin. Would you be wearing your armor?
I would be wearing full armor.
Yeah, why not, dude? Fuck it.
This is my breakfast plate.
This is what. Fuck no.
Very good. That's alright. The three of you would arrive in the meeting room, the common room. Or I presume. I don't take away Oneth. I assume you'd be there as well?
Is that the room that I'm in?
Yes.
Then I'm there.
Yes, wonderful. And after about 50 minutes of wait, the food would be served. And you'd be seeing like an entire side of gammon, fresh cuts of bacon, bread, freshly cooked. It's just, you can smell it in the air. It's lovely. And Angrith would preside over the room. He's like, "Is there anything I can get you for drink? I know it should be the morning, but we do have a full supply of ale and mead. Other than that, we can get you some fresh water, which I'm sure is quite a treat."
A chaser of ale to start the day never goes wrong.
Chaser of... dear God, man. Well, I'll be sure to get you some. Anybody else? Chaser of ale for all of you it is, considering you have no complaints.
I'd prefer some fresh water, please.
Very good, very good. And after a few minutes, he'd also serve that up to you. Breakfast goes by without issue. Jareem, you'd probably turn up an hour late. It would be lukewarm at best, but it would be there, ready and waiting for you if you so choose.
You mean we didn't eat a share? Yeah.
I don't think you'd be able to eat all of it.
Fair enough.
Cool. You see, they will retreat to the kitchen for you to clean up the mess and leave you to yourself. Time.
Well then, guys, we need to talk next step in the plan.
Yes, I suppose it's time to go back to those portals and see if we can get them working then.
Or, we could free the town that's under siege from the cultists, where we probably know Resmi went.
Yeah.
They're under siege from the cultists? Ah, I did not realize that.
Not under siege per se, because they lost. It's more like occupied.
Yeah.
There's a hostile town on the horizon, is there?
Yeah.
I want to say
I remember mentioning there was a town
hostile.
nearby, but...
Yeah, it's about 5 miles that away.
And it looks like this, and I will pull out the drawing and then show everyone.
Ah,
What does environs mean?
Environment.
Oh.
Funny, that.
I'm so glad you're our wizard.
Yep. Wizard that doesn't even have spell magic.
Meta trolling.
Well,
have to
do
carry
you think
on.
there's anything interesting in the town?
Well, maybe Resmi will be there. I wouldn't mind killing her. And yes, Oneth is a she, not a he.
Well, I've got no qualms
you know.
about going to a town if that's what you guys wish to do.
I think maybe more like we scout it out first before we go in.
Well, I did
And,
sort of envisage that's what we would be doing, yes, not
Yes.
just randomly marching in and claiming, this is now free! That's a good way to end it, for heads on the plate.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's something Darius would do.
Sorely mistaken.
Glad.
We should probably keep Mr. Clanks back a little bit when we review the town.
Yes.
I mean, I was planning on taking other forms of transportation towards the town. But that's just for me.
Yes, it
Elf.
would probably be loud and so on.
Yes.
A war horse, can it carry 2 people?
Yes.
I mean, I could
Most
take one.
certainly.
I could take one other person with me for a quick scout mission.
I am pretty stealthy. I suppose I could go in, have a look, and come back out. I'm fairly confident in my abilities to do just that.
I could get you close to the city borders before the rest of our group gets there, so you could have a look around.
I am willing to do that if other people are up for that.
I'll just be sitting and staring at Oneth the entire time waiting for them to finish, and I say, we also have the option of familiars we can just send in.
Maybe you do.
A snow owl and a rat.
Yeah, a snow owl carrying a rat. Perfectly natural.
Let's just drop this prey in the middle of town. Not a big deal. We would have to be within 100 feet though, but we could definitely
Is
do
that not fairly limiting when it comes to a
It is.
relatively large town?
It will probably be also one you will keep an eye on if it goes wrong for you. If you're so keen on sneaking in, I don't mind if you want to.
I mean, I will just cast invisibility on myself and go poking around.
Yes.
That's what I had in mind.
Well, you're more than welcome to do so.
Well, I will just prepare my form of transportation if you'll just give me a short 10 minutes. And I will just take my leave and go outside. I will cast the Find Steed.
I was a wee bit absent during breakfast because I was using my sending stone.
Very. Your fine steed most certainly calls your steed to your side.
Awesome. I'm gonna summon a war horse.
Alright.
I like the way it's guaranteed an
Do you
intelligence of
have-
6.
Yeah, man. And I also got like a.
That available to just is it basically is the thing,
To
I don't think
prepare.
it's there to be able to pull it out, is it?
Huh?
Horse. I was just saying as if it's a stat she already gave you or not.
No, I don't think
Here's
so.
your horse.
Thanks, Kelz.
Nice.
Nice horse, friend.
Well, damn, it's large.
Yeah, horses are large.
Yeah.
You know how fucking big they are in real life.
Apparently not, if he's surprised for it to be... Okay.
I mean, horses are more like long, you know, like they would be like this.
Yeah, but I don't think they are...
If we can do that to the token, you've seen it before.
Yeah. How big is your creature? Oh, it's a double medium.
Let me just move this over here.
So I will sit upon
That's
my
what-
war horse and wait for Festral to join me.
I'll begin to make my way out.
Very good. At the same time as you guys are preparing all this, down the road that leads into the forest, you see a wagon trundling towards the house. Being pulled by a horse, and riding the horse is a nice man.
We turn off the party wagon.
Very nice man. And you can see in the wagon beyond it, you can see there's like a pile of a few crates, a few boxes, sacks, so on and so forth. And yeah, he starts to approach the house. And he looks at you with a very quaint expression before calling out, like, hello.
Greetings.
Hello there.
I'm Darius and this is Festral. Could you give us your names?
Oh, I'm Greg.
Old Greg?
Yes,
Great to
just
meet you.
Greg. Nothing special. I'm here to provide some supplies for the house. Where's Angriff?
Oh, he's inside.
I'll go get him. I'll proceed to walk in and walk up to Angriff and tell him, Greg's outside for you. Or presume, is he in the kitchen?
He'd come upon being called, he would turn off.
Yeah.
There we go. Greg, oh, heavens, it's good to see him again. He trundle on out.
As he walks past me, I would stop him briefly and ask, can we trust him?
Oh yeah, Greg's from the town. Nice folk. He shrugs. He just walks past.
Yep, no, I just...
And Angriff would walk on over and interact with Greg. And there would be much discussion, much gesticulating, asking about his family, and after a couple of minutes, you see them start offloading goods. After that, you see another person make themselves visible, striding out from the forest and onto the main road behind the wagon. You see an armored individual who watches the interaction in the wagon with a curious gaze. And he would look something along the lines of the handout I've provided you now. As soon as it fucking uploads.
Important enough for a handout.
I know, right? Because it's obviously Kelz.
Onward man was very known.
In extremely patchy armor that looks like, okay, he's embellished it a lot.
And what does embellished mean?
Added stuff onto it so it's like looks way fancier than it actually is.
Mm.
So the
it
scales,
Griffin?
scales in the middle.
And yeah, it is. So you noticed it. I just went with him because he sort of looked like how I wanted to look. Yeah.
Do you also have the mask on?
I am very much fully armored. You see what you presume to be a man moving up the road. But it might as well just be another set of armor, because you cannot see any hints of the person beneath it.
Greg.
Oh, hello, yeah, that's not a good voice. Yeah, alright, what's up? It's me, Greg. What is it?
Is he with you?
Who is angry with me? He's a good fellow.
No, him, and I point over to the armored guy.
He
Yeah,
turns
cultist?
around and takes a look and is like, who the fuck? I ain't with me, who is he?
I will continue to stride up towards the people, feeling like, okay, probably not a fight coming in just yet. When I
Very tempted to hit the initiative.
agree to do what you want, he's about here right now.
I would ride up with my horse towards the man. Be like, "Hail, the name is Darius. Could you give me yours?"
Greetings, Darius. My name is Eli, and I'm here on some official business, and could you tell me what's happened with this building? As I look around and see broken windows over here, and see all the dead kobolds that are lying around the corner of the building.
Official business?
I want to ask Elle to give me control of the horse.
I'm working on it right now, don't worry.
Okay. Just imagine I'm on a horse.
Well, I shall look upwards to look you in the eye.
Control initialized.
Awesome.
Right? Bang. There you go.
Back. Yeah.
A skirmish took place yesterday about control of set building.
Not even
No, not control, more about bringing back control to the ones who should have it.
I'd be careful about what information you give away so freely, Darius.
I mean,
That's unfortunate, because information is what I'm here for, and I start fiddling with my bags, and I pull out a piece of paper. Yada yada yada. On behalf of the merchants over in Loudwaters, I am to investigate why the city of Parnast have stopped trade. And if possible, I am to try and reopen the borders and establish money routes again.
how
Is this the contract
long?
you're showing?
Are you even here? Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'm right next to you.
No, the Jareem I meant.
Oh,
I'm looking from afar. But is this a contract you're showing, or is you're writing it?
no, it's an actual contract I'm showing.
How long has the trade stopped since to your knowing?
Held.
It would have started slowing down about a year ago, and it would have ceased around 3 months ago.
Complete trade stop was established about 3 months ago, and I was contacted for this mission about 2 weeks ago, so let's say my knowledge of the area is limited. I don't usually deal with
Usual,
things.
they would send such a well-armed individual for a small village such as Parnast?
I'm with you with that it is suspicious, but I just expect that they suspect something bad to be going around here, and you, if I'm honest, you seem to know something about it, since you don't want to tell me what's actually going down in the building.
Well, I did. I said there was a skirmish and that a certain party lost.
Yeah, but I was talking about the little one over here. What's your name?
The name is Festral.
So, what sort of information should you be careful about?
Well, I just don't trust giving out information willy-nilly to a large armoured man coming up out of the blue.
Ah, a wise man you are then.
Would I be
can
able
I
to
s-
see the contract you just showed?
You're most welcome to. I walk up to you and hand over a piece of his copy of the contract.
I will look at it and see if it's fake.
Do an investigation check.
Kelz, what's your weapon of choice? Like the one your character's wielding?
On my back hangs a greatsword and a warhammer.
Would I have any advantage since I am also proficient in forgery kit and own one?
Yes.
Go for the proficiency.
I am glad I asked.
Oh, wow.
I'll give you a second to sort of fix that health.
Could I get that back, Mr. Man? Whatever your name is, I kinda need it once I finish with whatever I have to do here.
Without looking up, I would say yes, as soon as I'm done reading it. And my name is Jareem. Still without looking up, still reading all the contract.
Mr. Man, I'll have to put that one in a sign or future reference.
Alright, we're good.
And pull out another piece of paper and I start writing down some stuff.
When I'm done with it, I'll roll it up or whatever.
You know, rates are slightly less reliable when you write them in front of us.
I'm just writing down, and I turn around your names and a few descriptions of you. I'd like to keep track of everyone I meet. Should I perhaps meet them
wherein
again?
Are these this information being circulated?
Oh, well, you're just gonna have to take my word on it that it's not being circulated.
Information being circulated would cause further complications in the future. I would like to avoid complications where possible.
Well, I am somewhat of a mercenary, so money helps a lot with avoiding complications. My silence is easy to buy.
That's a quick bribe. But
So now you're a mercenary, are you?
Yeah, I'm a mercenary, and I've been hired to do an investigation of this harness.
Choose a mercenary that says contract. First one.
What did you
And
say?
also states this in his contract. Just a hired man to go look. So I guess they didn't want to send any of their own men in case they would lose them in
Some
the...
dude, you've been affiliated with the organization. You don't normally send. To be fair, it's odd that they would send an armored man out to a small location like this as a mercenary. It's the fact that they're paying him. Must have been paying him quite a lot if he's armored like that.
Well,
Very odd.
Well,
What is saying in your contract how much you're getting?
could I see what armor he's actually wearing? Because, like, type armor?
Yes, it would say. I think we settled on a number, didn't we, Kelz? Of like 250 gold or something
Yep,
like that?
250 gold with a potential of doubling that should I be able to open up trade deals again.
Yes, he's getting paid 250 gold. And they'll double it if he can open up trade again. Partners. I'm guessing they have something valuable in partners to need.
I mean, either that or they know more of the situation than they were willing to tell me.
What do you know of the situation?
That the town has been shut down and there's some suspicious individuals. I've been hiking around the town lately and trying just to observe. And there seems to be two distinct types of people in it. Just normal villagers and these weird robed folks I don't really know that much about.
Yeah.
That would probably be cultists.
Cultist? I look at Festral and like, what you on about?
Is it black robes with sometimes red, purple color?
So very similar to your trim there that you're trying to have behind you there.
Would they be Eld? You only showed me one and I don't remember him being red and stuff.
Well, or black. Or purple.
Some would walk around in black robes, yes. Some would walk around in blackish armor, yes. And one or two, perhaps, you would have seen wearing black.
Yeah, there's
What?
definitely been black and red moving about, but a purple one is the one that's caught my eye, more specifically. And
Yeah,
I
purple
agree.
ones are usually the higher ranking members of the cult.
Yet again, what is this cult about?
I'll give you some information about the cult. Why has this purple one caught your eye?
Because he is clearly someone in higher command than the rest. If he tells them to do something, they do it.
When were you in the town?
I've never been in town.
And he didn't send you, he didn't tell you to come here then.
The only reason I came here
Wow.
is because I watched that cart, and I point to Greg, leave town, which is something no one else has been allowed to do in the couple of days I've been observing it.
So you haven't entered the town, you just observed from a distance?
Yes, I would not enter a hostile territory alone.
And how
That's
did you
just
know it was
silly.
hostile?
Okay, so it would be an 11.
Let me just say this. The last person I tried to observe leaving the village got into contact with Mr. Purple Man and led into a building, and I haven't seen him since.
Well then, Greg?
Wouldn't the last person you saw leaving the village be Greg?
Yeah, but
Tried
has a
to leave.
deal with...
Tried.
Okay, I mean,
Greg was successful, and that's why I followed him, because that was out of the norm.
So Greg, how did you get permission to leave the town if no one else is able to leave town?
Hey, they send me every week or so, every couple of weeks over here. Got my family, don't they? Kind of got to go back.
So you're saying they're having your family captured?
No, not that I mean they live in town, but they still live there. I mean what? Like they don't have to keep them in chains to be captured.
yeah,
that's true.
The threat of a good crossbow bolt to the back is just about the same. Yeah.
The armored man
Well.
gets back to his paper and quill and starts writing down some more stuff. Reading. One cultist takeover.
So Greg, since you have been in town, would you happen to know any kind of useful information? How many there are and so on?
There's a sizable amount of them now, considering they've got a fucking big old castle parked up next to town.
Oh,
A big
that's
old...
easy.
Sorry, what was that?
It's a floating castle. He told us about it before.
Yeah,
actually saw it earlier.
it's currently landed next to town. They've moored it there.
Castle.
And about hearing all of this, my character like he perks up away from his notes and like, oh, could you tell me more about that place?
Yeah. They're when I left, when they sent me off, they were loading a bunch of shit onto it.
It's currently accessible.
Yeah.
How did I miss that? God.
You missed a floating castle?
No, I did not miss it floating because. God.
You're probably busy following me.
When it landed, yes, but I did not miss a floating castle. No, I looked to her problem. I'm not that blind. I'm sorry, it's just I have some personal interests in that castle.
You know what? You seem like a pretty well-informed guy. I'm willing to trade you some information about the guild, in return for some information about that castle, because I'm not well-informed about it at all.
Well, unfortunately, my information about the castle is quite specific to my personal interests. I don't know if it's gonna be of help to you.
Well, anything
You
really
won't know
helps,
if you
because I
want to?
know I don't know nothing about it. All that I know that it's part of the cult, and so anything would really help me.
Character, he's like hand on his helmet, thinking. You know.
Let me put it to it this way: probably the highest chance you'd have to get on that castle is if you tell us, and because we probably have the same destination as you have, and to get on the castle. So, the highest chance is probably by informing us, and then we can go together.
Yes, but my contract is just to figure out what's going on. I suppose getting on the castle would help figure out what's going on here. And you can just see the man like trying to convince himself that this is not breaking his current job, gathering information.
I mean, if the castle comes to the town, that's probably why it stopped trading, because they're loading everything onto the castle. So if you stop if it's on the castle, you'll stop the blockade of the trading.
You know what? That's very sensible. I would be willing to give you a heavily discounted contract if you were to let me indulge in my personal interest with the castle.
Not interested in hiring anybody else.
I mean, hold on. I have coin of my own. What would your price be?
Well,
And to
there
what
you
kind
also
of
gotta remember, you may have coin of your own, but you're telling them to come with us. And if not everyone wants to hire folk, then yes.
I mean,
Kind
if
of feels
he's
like a good
willing
thing.
to kill Cult, he is coming with us.
Well, we
Should
don't
they
know
attack
yet.
us? Should they attack you if we make a protection contract with a discount? I'd say it's just 50 coins for 30 days of protection. As long as you let me indulge in what I want in that castle.
And if we would attack them,
Then you will first need to convince me that they are worthy of being attacked. You're just saying they're a cult, but what are they a cult of? I do not know.
they're a cult of dragon-worshipping tyrannical idiots who would seem this world burn for a few
Yes,
coins of
yes,
their own.
there is. Now you're just talking. It sounds like a thing that would, well, information for information, you know? I would like to know what it is you want to do on this castle, since you have such an interest in it.
Okay, well, my official job, I'm a mercenary. But that's not what I grew up supposed to and was supposed to be when I grew up. I was supposed to be a blacksmith. And that's something I've been keeping up with on the side throughout all these years of just doing contracts. And I've been told about an interesting weapon that's supposed to be in that castle. And I would very much just like to study it, see if I can recreate it and find out what it's made of and stuff.
You just want to know what the castle is made of?
No. There's supposed to be a very fancy weapon in there. I'm not that
Well, I'm not
interested
gonna
in the
lie.
castle, if I'm honest.
Hmm.
It has. Well, I am. Castle has definitely piqued my interest. But as my good friend here just reminded me, we have some things to discuss, all of us. So
Indeed.
No, that's good.
how about we go inside?
Yeah, just do that. I'm all for smart decisions, and I start making my way to Greg. And I'll be like, courteous bow, but not a very deep one. I'm like, sorry for stalking you, mister. Need help with those carts?
No, it's alright. It looks like Angriffer's got half of it done already, and you can see Angriffer's been busy loading all the stuff into the foyer of the house while you guys have been talking.
Oh, I'm still gonna help with the rest of it.
Yeah, you're welcome to help. And Greg would let you unload his cart for him, as he would stand leaning on the wall of the house, kind of, you know, relaxing, watching them do his job for him.
He's strong.
Meanwhile, I would probably walk inside and nudge
Would be
at
going
Festral and Oneth to come with.
You nudge me, or?
No, you're not allowed.
Nope. I would help the guy then with his. I would get off my horse and help the guy with him and just talk to him a bit.
Cool. What do you say to a guy?
I already forgot his name.
I'll ask him again.
Greg or Angriff?
No, not
No.
the armored guy.
Oh,
Wait,
Eli.
I'm
Eli.
not good with remembering names. What was your name again?
Darius, my name was Eli. Eli Aldworth.
Oh, Eli, nice to meet you. So you're just a man of contracts, aren't you? And you just start helping a lot of.
It makes things clearer that way. If you can just look to the paper and figure out who you're supposed to work for.
Well,
As it says
why-
a matter of factly.
Well, that's why I got this big old buddy, and I just show him my holy symbol. Makes it easy when your big eye's up there. Just follow your oath, man.
Sure, wish it could be that simple for everyone. Fortunately, there's no real god that has answered. I have gotten the pleasure to answer to you.
You might find your own in time. You might not. It's not for everybody.
Please don't make me multi-class paladin.
I'm not making him multiclass anything.
No, we're going for cleric. Don't worry.
Also,
Oh, no.
like,
Gradual conversion. Return him back to cleric. Make him hate himself.
yeah.
Life cleric, here you go.
Also, I wouldn't want you to go through the same things I went through. Yeah, it wasn't nice.
In what way was it not nice? Any examples you're willing to give?
Well, you know everything when you were like small, when you're like 14, 15-ish, and you thought you knew what was going on, and you were like, yeah, I got things figured out. And then like within 5 hours, like, none of that matters anymore. And then you're just no one for months until you just find a new purpose.
I put like one of my hands on Darius' shoulders, like, trust me, buddy. I know.
Or stuff.
Alright.
And I'll just start sharing tales of how I hate the cult.
Cool.
Darius would share tales to you about the misdeeds of the cult, human slavery, pillaging, unjustified murder. Eli Allworth shares tales of mostly working as protection for merchants and tracking down debts owed to other merchants after he stopped being a blacksmith. He looks uneasy if you ask about why he stopped being a blacksmith full time, and says he won't tell new people such personal info.
During this time, Oneth. Wow, my brain suddenly fully died.
What a Festral and
Jesus
Jareem.
Christ.
Jareem?
Oneth, Festral, and Jareem. You guys head on
Right.
inside.
So, guys, you do recall Darius isn't part of our mission from Leosin. I'm
No,
a bit
that is
concerned
also
at the
us.
way that he seems to be taking over a lot of this stuff. He's beginning to get a little bit more suspicious of me there. He's far too overbearing in many ways.
He is
I
very
don't
open
doubt
about
his
anyone
intent.
that says he wants to hurt the cultist, and then you're basically on his good side.
Indeed. It's just, I don't know, there's something that's beginning to worry me the ways.
I'm not opposed to the cultists being roughed up.
Me either.
Me neither.
That's
and,
not the
I mean,
issue.
He has proven his worth in combat and saved us a few times, actually. So I don't doubt his hate toward the cultists. And I doubt
No, that's not in question. Just remember that we do have a mission here that we're supposed to be carrying out.
Yes. But that doesn't mean we cannot use them. Like, they have
No,
the same goal as
absolutely
we do.
not.
It just means they won't take part
Just
in
need
the
to be
rewards we
careful
get
with
from
what we're doing.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
We just seem to be opening up a bit too much to other people. I'm beginning to get a little worried about it, that's all.
But well, he doesn't know why we're here though. Yeah, well, who sent us and so on. He just knows we hate the cult.
I think that would be a bad thing to get him ruled in at a later point, but I would rather Leosin took the detriment on those.
Yes.
I'll have a report sent to him from the next time we reach a Harper's outpost.
See if you can find any information on Darius and the new guy in armor, whose name I forgot too.
Eli.
Eli.
Eli, yeah.
Ask if they know anything or have heard anything about a mercenary called Eli.
Well, on the other hand, we're pretty far away from the closest Harper's outpost, the time of we're off, so that might be a wee while in coming out. But yes,
I know.
I'll bear that in mind for the next time I have that opportunity.
Thought I'd
Should do
bring
the
this up
same
now.
once again.
But my contact in Daggerford says he's seen cult around the area.
That's interesting.
Is it
They're spreading
Delta
quite far
Lizard?
then.
Well, the caravan did go past there, right enough.
That is true. Do you think you can ask your contact about Eli? Just see if you have heard the name before. Mercenaries usually get around in the bigger city.
Did he give us a second name? Eli's not much to go on.
I actually think he did, but I didn't.
And to be honest,
Well, we'll just ask his full name when we come back out, then you can send a message tonight.
Yeah.
Other matter though, do we trust him or not? I mean, what I can tell, and I do know my part about forging contracts, it was a real contract. Real stample, so on. Wax seal
You
and
seem
so on.
very excited about the case.
thing about mercenaries for hire is
You
what
can
if
always
there's
offer
a
a higher
higher bidder?
price. Yep.
Exactly.
But if you notice the way he was attempting to just stick to his contract, even though he said he had such an interest in the castle, makes me believe he's what can you say, all in on his contract.
Just be a
Going
public
back.
face. It'd be
So-
worthwhile utilizing him if we can. Just not sure how much we should trust him. Let him earn his trust.
Yeah, no, we can just make up a contract. That includes him not taking other contracts until this one is fulfilled.
Maybe I should give him a contract for personal enjoyment. We shall see what happens.
That is your personal matter. I won't get involved in
I
that.
didn't say you can have multiple contracts.
But yes, I can write up a devilish contract.
For the meantime, I suppose we should head in and just take them at their face value, but just be careful.
Definitely keep an eye on him.
If he needs to go 6 feet under, we can do it when required.
Well, if need be.
I am, however, going to make it a priority to get that bit of paper back up.
What bit of paper?
The one where he was writing down our names, our details, our every information we were giving him. Do not want him really having all that stuff for circulation. It's not the sort of thing that a mercenary normally does.
That is true.
Darius would ask about your writing down, if you might have a bad memory or something similar. Eli Aldworth knows the mind to be something that can be tricked. Paperwork works as backup.
So we agree on Darius making a contract with him. I write it up, make sure certain points is in it, and
I think that will do for now. We'll see if his loyalties are greater than money as time goes on.
we would indeed.
Make the contract cheap.
Well, it's Darius' money, but I will.
Very well, let's return.
Let's go back out. They should be done loading by now.
Alright. You regroup back out front. All back together, you march out in single file, and presumably everything would have been unloaded, and you guys would just be hanging out up front, and your eyes would catch as the trio return to the front of the house, and you guys regroup once more.
Well then. I see you have finished unloading. Nice. So, Eli. What is your full name again?
Eli Aldworth, and I bow slightly politely.
Eli Oth.
Aldworth. And points under his token.
Name badge. Well, you said about making a protection contract, didn't you?
Yeah,
If you so wish to hire you.
as long as the stipulation that I am allowed to investigate said weapon, I'm willing to give you the biggest discount I can and just offer 50 gold for 30 days of protection.
Yes, I will have to add a few more extra points in that contract, but
That could adjust the price, but let's take that after you've said what you want.
well, the usual stuff that you will not make any contract saying in if you get a higher price to kill us, you will not take it.
Oh, no. Contracts are sacred. They are not to be broken.
That is what all mercenaries says. You gotta respect me in this one, but all mercenaries say it, and then they are offered the right price, and yeah.
No, I see where you're coming from. But
It's
no
gotta
no
protect my
other
own.
contracts for 30 days. That's...
Well, until that's the next part. Until this contract is complete, which will be our besieging of this flying castle,
so okay. Protection for either 30 days or until the investigation in Parnas is complete.
including the castle.
Including the castle, of course. Of course.
Yes. There also will be no hiding information about the castle or Parnas.
Oh, information hiding, that's reasonable.
Yes, no information hiding about Parnas or the castle that may help the group in any way. Besides that, I don't think there's anything we want to add. Is there? I will look at Festral and Oneth and Darius.
So for whom is it I shall be protecting? I need the names in the contract.
If I write my
Protecting.
name, will it be enough for the other two as well?
If you stay as a group, if you get attacked, I protect. But if you split up, I'm not obligated to track down Festral should he get into trouble.
Alright, I'll get into trouble enough anyways.
Yeah, we have another way to get him.
I'm used to that by now.
And well, he can get himself out.
Very well. Jareem, was it, right?
Yes.
Alright,
So if I
fine.
write my name, would it be as an accountant as my group, which I would then point at the Oneth and Festral?
No, it would
been
specifically
traveling
be
together.
protection for you, Jareem. I know I do not make vague definitions. You could change who's a part of your group should you want to, and that would change the contract. So no, it's just a protection for the ones that add their names. Obviously, if you get into trouble as a group, I will end up protecting everyone, but for the sake of clarity, I only do it to the ones that are named.
See why you can't be trusted?
Can't be trusted, look to the little man. It's
So
why
you
I'm
say-
making this extremely clear what would happen before we sign this.
If we were in the
clear.
castle and we got separated, and you would be alone with Festral, you wouldn't help him and protect him?
I mean, it's bloody simple, isn't it? He just put the names down on the paper of who you want him to help. It's just how he works.
Like, yes, Darius, it is simple, but then I turn around to Jareem and that could happen, but if I'm honest, if the cult is as bad as you say, they would probably want to kill me too. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
defend myself.
They will. And your best way of defending yourself is with more people.
Why are you so against just making your names in the contract? Look to
I mean,
the little man again.
I go up to Festral and like nudge him. Say, well, 30 days is a long time. Who knows what we could get up to in that time?
Giggity.
I step away
That's
from
not what I
Festral.
said. Yes.
Fucking giggity.
That's not
Sorry.
the response I was expecting.
Yeah, and
Well,
seeing another
in
person
character,
walk up,
fine.
I would look to him and be like, and who are you? I don't believe you've introduced yourself.
You may have my name. It is Oneth.
Curtis Bow, are you gonna be part of this protection contract as well?
Yeah, I'm with this Persods here.
Scribbles down Oneth as well.
Well then, shall we go in and then make the contract? We walk into the office once more.
Oh,
back
God
indoors
damn
you go.
it.
And at the same time, you'd see Greg in his car go trundling away. His load considerably lightened as he returns back to Barna.
Like, what's the
We should
time now,
consider
Elf?
hiding someone in that cart, perhaps.
What'd you say, Magrig?
I said, what would the time be like now?
10:30, 11, around that time. It's the morning. We'll go over 11, because I like sticking to hours.
Well,
I always
you
miss
there.
the old weathercraft that the druids had, or whatever.
Control weather? Or
See
predict weather?
Predict weather, I think it was.
So,
Control
Festral,
weather,
are we going on a
that's
little
6 tier magic, dude.
exploration mission?
No, there's a cantrip that lets like the GM has to tell you what time of day and what the weather is like or something.
That's
We'll see
druid
most
craft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be Darius about it. I think I would have been following them contracts.
Which you probably should too, Darius, since you're the one who wants to get the contract to begin with.
I mean, I just planned on giving the coin, but you started getting all figgy with the contract.
It feels like a back at work. Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, get to work.
I make the
This
contract,
doesn't have a Brexit
write it
clause.
up, sign my name on it. It's writing to me.
I had my name to it.
Are we gonna?
I
Are we gonna-
nudge Festral again.
Do you want to sign it or not?
Yeah, I shall leave you guys to it. I figures out the differences later.
Basically, those are the points that are being written in the contract.
Do all of us need to sign it?
No, I will accept just one of your leaders, as long as all the names for whom I shall protect are in. So who's the leader of this jolly group? And I look around at everyone.
That would probably be me.
I hand you the contract so you can see that I haven't written anything wrong.
I would like to include no hiding info about the cult.
Alright, I shall reword the contract and add in and the cult. So the town, the castle, and the cult.
But yes, I would sign it on behalf of the group.
Very good.
Well,
We have to pay you at the end, eh?
I will be paid upon completion, yes. I make my bow again a little bit, respect. Let's hope for a jolly cooperation. And I get in line next to Jareem.
You guys have hired a son, bro.
He turns to the sun and then does the...
Dude, he's just gonna come with you to the boss and disappear, man. He's just never gonna see him again. He's just gonna...
Looking for...
Yeah, I'd like to just GM share anything I know about the town from inspecting and stuff, as per the contract.
Yes.
If
you
there's
would
like
tell them
anything
that,
extra I know except what I've already told.
You're gonna make Elle tell your story.
Like if there's some detail I don't know that I haven't talked about.
Best if you guys ask me questions rather than I try and dish out information.
Right.
Because you're gonna want specifics and I'm just gonna
Right.
have an overview, right?
An estimate on how many cultists I've observed. That's something I could know of.
How many have you seen, Old?
Occupying the town, there's probably anywhere between 50-ish. Now that the castle's there, you see cultists going to and from it regularly.
Do they seem like heavily trained cultists, or more like just dudes with swords?
They have decent equipment. You haven't seen anything to the training put into practice.
And I tell them how to recognize the dude that I noticed. A guy with a flail. Of all things. It's that thing like a whip.
Would this ring any bells, Ald?
I mean, does it ring any bells for you guys?
Is
Then
it
no, it
another
doesn't
dude?
ring any bells.
Come on, man.
You wouldn't happen to have seen a big black dragon.
Would I? That's not something
so
we've
you get to roll a
discussed.
perception check for.
Oh, cool, my first roll. What should be a 1? 12.
No, but you can tell that they were receiving direction from someone.
Other than Mr. Flail dude.
Yes.
Mr. Flail was receiving orders.
Right, so... No, I have not observed a black dragon kin at all, but I can tell that there's someone above in charge of those that I have seen.
We will proceed to tell you about the Resmi is one of the dragonkin that works for the is in the higher order of the cult, so to say.
She is a worm speaker.
Worm speak.
So,
We've been told by Talis about the worm speakers. You know she is.
do you have any clue what this cult is actually trying to accomplish?
Oh, we do know, and it's not good.
Well,
They do you know of Tiamat?
unfortunately, yes.
Yes. They are trying to free her from her prison.
My character takes a step back and is shocked, oh.
Yes. That is why we have been following them for a bit.
Oh.
Although this is a rumor, but our late comrade claims to have seen Tiamat in person.
Yes. He did.
Yes, one of his entertaining portal diving.
He was not a normal person. He decided to go into a demonic portal. So
I don't know if I would trust what he saw.
I wouldn't either.
And Eli's
It's left.
starting to calm down a bit, and he's like, "Oh, I understand now why you didn't tell me, but sort of wish you would have told me sooner. I would have made this contract way easier."
Oh, how so?
I walk up to Darius. It's hard to work in a world that doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair stuff, right?
Yeah. I take a few steps back again. Oh, clearly like out of breath. Like, oh, that was a big revelation.
Yes, but basically, in short terms, we have been following the loot they have pillaged from different towns, treasures and such. Followed the caravan up through the town. And then ended up here, where they are now probably loading it on the castle.
Oh, he takes up his note and adds to the of this takeover. Collecting loot, that's why they no longer trade.
Nope, they're probably keeping all some stuff.
Yeah, that would certainly explain it. I just need to find some evidence for it.
Well, thing is, you say trade only stopped about 3 months ago?
It started to dwindle a year ago, but it completely cut off about 3 months ago.
I mean, we're sharing information, right? So the cult took over this area about a year ago. But I wouldn't know what happened 3 months ago.
They wouldn't necessarily have taken it over a year ago. They probably would have started stopping the caravans, harassing them. Then,
I mean,
3 months ago, took it over.
as I heard from Angrif, his lord was slain about a year ago.
Yes, that is true.
And who's Angrif?
Oh, he's the guy over there. He's he's a caretaker of this lodge.
And current
Ah,
master of the house.
God, yeah, I helped with the crates, okay.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
I helped Greg and
Very good.
Angrif. Angrif was his name, okay.
But that is basically the gist of it.
Ah,
Yeah. We can't let Tiamat come back. Destroy the world, So we're trying to stop them in the uprun.
so your leads point that towards something going on in Parnas, you just don't know exactly what.
We were about to head out when you came along.
Huh.
And here we are.
Well, I'm only here to protect, I'm not here to lead, so you're free to do whatever you were gonna do. And I get into next to Jareem again.
Whoa, Festral, that sounds like our cue. Let's go for a quick scout out.
So,
Yeah, it's probably worth going on over and having a look.
And it's worth it to note, since Jareem is always asking this, yeah, from one of my bags you can sense magic. So, magic item, yeah. Since you always do that
Yeah.
anyway. But it's in a bag, so you can't really see what it is.
Don't you have another magical item, Kelz?
It depends on if that other item counts as magic as well.
DM me what the fucking magical items are again. I might be. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, I'm dumb. Sorry. I forgot we changed. Carry on.
Yeah, but go to my character sheet.
Oh.
Oh, I'm sorry if it's annoying, but
Making him do stuff, oh my god.
yeah.
I had a nice relaxing time doing nothing.
Yeah, the thing in the bag is obviously the thing I changed to, which is gonna be so cool when I get to use it. But I also have the 7th item in my item list, equipment list. Would that count as magical?
Yes, it would.
You also sense that I have a magical book with me, which isn't being kept as secret.
Fuck.
Yes. Carry on.
So I detect magic from your bag and
A book I'm carrying with me. Almost imagine like Librams from Paladins in WoW.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you detect magic from.
He also detects the type of magic.
I don't know that.
Conjuration emanates from the bag, and what the? It means like I need to. I know what it is. I just need to know what it is. If you know what I mean.
It's something weird, Elgame. You will find out
The book
soon
is
enough.
divination.
Divination. Conjuration and divination magics
well,
are to
as
be
they're
found on
heading
this
out,
character that, as far as you can tell, is a fighter. With a
we should
great sword.
Should probably go with them, stay back, while Festral scouts out the town from inside.
And stay back, he says he leave on a horse.
You don't have to ride all the way up to the
like
town.
we have a
on horse.
choice.
But
Actually,
we will
that'd be a
just
good
be
thing to go to.
we'll be walking as they will be riding.
Alright, so you guys decide to depart for Parnas then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Very good. Angrid bids you farewell and the best of luck.
Thank
I
you.
wish you luck. I will leave you to your mission.
Thank you for your help.
Good, very good. You guys start making your way through the forest. First question. It was Festral and Darius who chose to go on the warhorse, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys decide to ride on ahead of the party?
Yes.
So you're splitting the party.
I was gonna bring him close to the city borders, and then he was gonna scout a bit before the rest of the party joined us.
So
Alright.
becoming behind us.
The forest would probably thin out around, like, on the last mile. And about 500 feet away from the outskirts of town, it would be gone entirely.
Well, this is as far as I think I can bring you without being noticed.
In that case, I'll stop filling my mouth with crisps. In that case, this is where I shall dismount and get ready to head into town then.
Cool. We're using the beautiful drawing provided by our Mr. Butler man. We'll say you are around the vicinity of Old Parnas.
I'm just finding the... Here it is.
Parnas drawing.
As we're this close to the town, do we see the castle?
Oh yes, indeed you would. And let me read the beautiful description I'm provided. The village itself has a few dozen houses in a small square. Buildings that include a tavern, a stable, and a shrine. In contrast to this rustic burg stands a mighty ice castle, half hidden in a fog-shrouded ravine. Walls stand 40 feet high, whose narrow towers loom upward, one of blue ice, one crumbling, and all of it is built to a scale for giants. Wisps of fog hide much of the castle's detail, but you see two statues standing just before an enormous gate looming at the back of town.
It's made on a scale for giants. Okay.
Indeed it is. It is. And
Like
It's an
what-
extra subtle flying
you
castle.
would think that this dramatic sight would have a handout,
But it don't.
but there ain't nothing. There ain't nothing.
That's like one of those things where, this sounds amazing, I cannot be arsed drawing that.
I could find a flying castle in the sky, but it won't be the castle in the sky. So I
Just put up Lapusha.
just imagine it. I can also kind of give you one, but it's a little bit spoilerific, so I don't want to give it to you.
Awesome. Where is it in the town? Is it like near the big hole?
It'd be in where the hole is. That's now where the castle is.
Yeah.
And
Is
they've
it-
lined up the gatehouse to the road that leads into town.
Hmm.
And we're in the old Parnast area.
You're in the old
Okay,
Parnas
so-
area, yes. In fact, you know what? Let's just make this a map. Alright, fuck it. YOLO. There you go.
Dee-dee.
That's the best we're gonna get. We'll go
Hello.
ahead and shove Mr. Tira. Festral. There you are.
Right.
Now this is not going to include any enemy locations or anything like that. We're just going to have the map, and you guys can draw on it. As you
Kelz.
wish.
That's you.
Yep. Give me that or Kelz. Okay.
I feel that would go better. I feel like more in the theme of a drawn map. You draw what you see. It's like a planning phase.
So today, the first thing I'm going to do is cast this,
Alright.
and then I'm obviously going to be doing this stealthily after I am invisible, so I am going to do a stealth check. Okay.
Very good.
So, invisible and stealthily, I proceed to approach the town. Do I see anything in this area of Old Parnast before I move on?
Nothing special.
Yeah, okay, in that case, I sort of make myself head sort of like to the east of it, and sort of head down. Whoops. Hang on a minute. So I make my way over here through this patch. Do I see anything coming through this patch of forest? Anything interesting that I need, like workers?
Because you're on the south side of town, there might be some people tending the fields. They look a bit haggard, they look a bit tired, but they are farmers on the fields.
Okay, I'm going to presume there's nothing too exciting there. Just sort of leave the farmers to it. I'm going to head round sort of this way and start heading towards the town proper this way.
Alright. Very good.
And approach the road and sort of look in all directions to see if there's anything eminently exciting in any direction that would encourage me to go that way.
You see there will be a mixture of civilians and cultists. Some of the civilians appear to be talking to the cultists, whereas others are cowed by them. See, actively avoiding these individuals.
Is there any nearby that I can overhear and listen to?
Most certainly you can try and listen on a group.
Excellent. I would like to move up close to one-ish and see if I could hear what they're saying, if there's anything interesting. Do you have a perception check for that, or...?
Sure, please do so.
Sick!
From across the road, you're not going to be able to listen on that. You're going to have to get a bit closer than from across the road.
So I look carefully and make my way down, keeping as always to the bushes if possible. So I see these bushes, I'm sort of like in them or on the side of them, sort of thing. Skirting them, maximizing. I know I'm invisible, but maximizing my stealthiness.
Cool.
Inner ninja.
You're not able to really make out anything, as I said, but something that is noticeable is from the larger building to your south, you hear kind of a bellowing noise that cries out. The building itself looks like a fairly sizable stable that looks like it's been sealed and shuttered.
Well, that's naturally got my attention, so I make my way towards this sealed and shuttered stable.
Alright. Cool.
So,
appears to be a stable.
okay.
Oh,
And
there appears to be like no kind of way in.
yeah, okay, that's kind of where I was about to head there. I was gonna say, I'm sure that all the windows are, like, when you say sealed, properly boarded up, and all the doors are sort of closed, but I can hear noise from within.
Yes, the front door appears to have like a locker on it, like a lock and chain, and you would see shutters on the inside that obscure to perhaps within.
And I take it all the seals are pretty well done.
Bolts, though, you can probably maybe try and gain a look from the front door and look through a crack if possible, maybe.
I would head towards the front door. Would it be obvious that that's where they're going in and out from, yeah? As in, would
We're
it be
not going
like,
in and out because it's locked.
Well, yeah, but okay, right. So, what I mean is that there would be tracks. That would be the main entrance. So it wouldn't be like obviously got like, I don't know, maybe it's a tunnel to the sewer or some shit like that.
Do a survival check, see if you can determine the tracks. Yeah, you can see that there are tracks in and out for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I would probably try to approach the front. The locks. As long as it looks like there's definitely nothing coming to the door, then I would go and have a look at the door.
Alright, give me a perception check, and do you have dark vision?
No, I don't have dark vision.
Alright, you cannot really determine what is inside. I mean, you can hear another, like, grumble. The main indication you can kind of get from this, that is whatever is in there is large.
Okay, so I'm sort of going to guess as probably not human in nature.
No, the stable doesn't contain something human.
Okay. I would take this knowledge with me and then start looking at probably the houses to the south of this at this point.
Alright, looking into the town, you can see a mixture of people once again. Some milling around, some actively looking like they're working. On the area over here, use one of these buildings. I don't have a specific one, but I have a more accurate map for the future. There appears to be what looks like a shrine. It's a building, a wooden building that looks like it's a shrine for woodcutters. And there's several gods, perhaps, kept looked after. In the center of town, a well stands. 4 buildings look like they surround it. One of which being the shrine room. And then you have a wheelwright's shop, a tavern, and a stable. The stable being this one here, tavern being this one here, and a wheelwright perhaps this one here. You can see
Would any of these...
people haggling over like fine lumber and like debating the cost of wood from the local area, and some perhaps are wanting smaller cuts and larger cuts and so on and so forth.
This is all very much just a normal town at the moment. I wouldn't see any like outright direct cultist groups or clumps of cultists in any particular location.
Over here,
more than anywhere
yes.
else. Down there, okay.
This leading towards the castle, there are noticeably be more cultists, and over at the door there would be a row of cultists that bar entry to the castle beyond. The guards who are in the town centre look like they regard everyone, all of the townsfolk, with disdain.
I'd probably keep that in mind. I'm not going to go too much closer because I'll be aware that my party members are coming towards it. I'll bear that bit in mind. I'd probably, at this point, come away from the centre. I've seen what I kind of need to see that are still going on. And look this sort of direction. Anything exciting in this way before I start considering to head back?
It's the way out of town. You would see perhaps a patrol of guards that look like they do belong to the cult, just walking the perimeters of the town. So a pair perhaps walking over the bridge or lingering at the bridge itself, talking to each other. Perhaps if you were to look over to the southeast across the fields, you might see another pair heading towards the furthest southern reaches of the town, towards the fields over there. If they're just keeping an eye on things, just seeing if anyone's coming, so on and so forth.
So what I would gather from this is that it's all very much a normal town. There's spattering of cultists, and the main cultist collection is towards the castle. And on that basis, I would probably be aware that's probably a good time to start heading back. So I would probably make my way back to Old Parnast. And back to the crew.
Alright, very good.
Oneth asks Eli about his knowledge of the cult. Eli explains that he had noticed unrest going on in the area, but nothing specific of the cult. He is aware of how Tiamat will lead to the end of the world, though. Oneth asks Eli if he was aware of the cult's intentions before the rumors of Tiamat. Eli had only really noticed mass looting. Oneth explains the widely known reputation of the cult was to resurrect dead dragons. Eli tells how he has mostly worked for merchants in his life, and they tend to be focused on where the money has problems. At some point, Jareem would ask out of own interest if Eli have any magical items, explaining his love for magical items. Eli confirms that yes, he does have some, but they are specifically for emergencies, and wish for their effect to remain unknown, and therefore not something enemies can prepare for. Jareem would ask about the tome he could see and what it will summon. Eli Allworth apologizes, but he repeats that he wishes for it to remain unknown. Eli assures you it is not related to the cult.
How long would that have taken me, out of curiosity?
Probably an hour and a half. It would have taken you about an hour to get here.
Okay, I'm just because obviously the invisibility lasts for an hour. It's whether or not I used 1 or 2 spell slots.
I mean, he's asking how long he was in the town, out. Because it was an hour walk, but we rode on a horse, so it was like half
Yeah, it would be
hour.
the time from Old Parnas getting to the centre of town, looking around and coming back, essentially.
You could have done it in one.
Okay, in that case, I'll take off 1 spell slot for it.
Very good. During that time, you would have completed your mission. Darius, would you have waited for him to return?
I would have.
Alright, so be it. And then you guys would be reunited.
Oh, okay.
But then
I'm
you folks
wondering,
making me draw an emote at the same time.
So I would go back to there and say, it's all very much just like a normal village if you exclude the fact that it's got cultist patrols going through it. To the south, there's definitely a larger smattering. The castle is where the interest definitely lies. One thing of note would be a stable seems to have some sort of creature in it. It didn't sound like a horse or anything like that to me, and it certainly sounded a bit reluctant to be held where it was, but other than that, not much of excitement about it.
Could you describe it, sounds?
Those sort of sounds.
Does this ring any bells for me, out as I've proficient with animal handling?
Roll a nature check.
Sure. 7.
Nope. You have no idea what those strange noises the halfling just made were.
Yeah.
Perhaps you even wonder if they could even be described as animal noises.
Oh, well, was locked, the barn?
If it was locked, you could possibly have seen inside it, but I don't have the dark vision that the dwarves have, so couldn't see if it was in there.
Same. Well, were there many cultists around? Like, except for the middle part, like around the castle. I mean, like the outskirts.
There's a few patrols on the roads. You'll generally find them around or at the bridges sort of area. They go over, just walking around. Most of the cultists were definitely focused towards the south.
Okay. Well, let's wait for our allies, I suppose.
Oh, Darius' baby. Cool. It would take about half an hour for the allies to catch up. But if you choose to wait, half an hour passes by. Is there anything the people who are walking here would like to bring up or talk about?
I feel like we have been RPing.
Yeah,
Very
it's mostly
good.
in chat.
Leave it as is. And you guys would arrive and catch sight of Darius and Festral in the old ruins.
Hello again, guys.
Hello, I see you didn't get caught. Oh,
I sort of make a living out of not getting caught, thanks.
Yeah, I guess you do. So, how does it look? I would put out the map. Found it.
So basically, yeah, you'd have the map. I'd sort of point at things on the map. So I point to the first thing I've noticed is really this stable here. Inside this stable, there is some sort of creature. I don't know what, but it's it doesn't sound like any sort of beast that I'm confidently familiar with.
In which building exactly was it, Festral?
The one that sort of looks like a stable, just to the north of the town, the biggest one in the north of the town.
Oh, I like dejected a bit. Yeah, that's the building I saw them take people into. The ones that tried to leave town.
If we get close to it, you'll certainly hear the entertaining noises that are coming out of there.
Well, I guess they were farther then. Guess that's how they're keeping the city under control. You want to say I get fed to whatever's in there?
Yeah, there's a few other patrols going around the area.
So how many
the
did you see
perimeter.
exactly?
In the patrols, I think he said there was like 3 or 4. I think he said per patrol, wasn't it? Yeah, I think there was about 3 or 4 each patrol, and then there's several more smattered around in the centre, but primarily you're looking towards the south. You see there's quite a lot heading towards the castle. Definitely a fair number.
Did you figure out where the big commander is?
One would envisage the castle.
Something I would say is that something you would notice that they're not loading anything onto the castle anymore.
There's definitely nothing being loaded onto the castle, but they're definitely blocking any entry from getting into it. For me right now, I think the exciting thing in this place is probably that castle.
And yeah, one would assume they are preparing to leave again if they can land it.
So question is, should we force our way in? Or should we try and kill everyone in town and then get our way?
I think it would be best if we could make our way to the castle first, one would expect.
Yeah, then deal with it from there.
I will follow you. My contracts state nothing about saving this town.
Nope. You know,
Just try not to die.
I've become exceedingly proficient in that. I've been working for a few years, unlike Elderran that you literally picked up on his first mission ever.
Elderran? I forgot him already.
Individual.
Right, so what is our plan of action now? Are we just going to head straight down there? Or are you guys wanting to take something a bit more of a stealthy approach? Because I personally suggest we might want to skirt around the castle and see if there's another way onto it.
I doubt there would be another way onto it. Flying castle. Normally that would be in the normal castle.
It's more about, could we potentially make another way into the castle? Do anyone here have those capabilities?
I was
Why don't
thinking. Sorry,
Why
what do
don't
you want to say?
Jareem, with your
What?
owl? Why don't you have a look? Am I cutting out, by the way?
No, you was a bit
Hello.
low.
Okay.
But-
So I ask Jareem, why wouldn't he have a look with his owl?
We are
Around
here,
your
and
castle.
the castle is, I would say, 500 yards away.
Well, but
Feet.
so what's the limit on that owl?
For me to see what he sees, about 100.
How high do the walls look of the castle?
40 feet.
40 feet off of the ground that is over there.
So if we just sneak around the back, then the owl could fly
He
over.
could possibly down here. Yeah.
Now, there's a small issue about sneaking around the back, guys. It's a flying castle, so there's really only one way on, and that's
Oh.
the entrance.
What I'm saying.
So there's
Oh,
there's
it's not fully
bridge.
landed. Okay, it's a
No,
bridge.
It's not landed on
Oh,
the-
it's still hovering. Okay.
It's, as I say, it's next to the cliff.
It's a flying boat, and the basically just have the walkway down.
Right, got it.
Exactly.
Never mind then.
I say we cause a distraction in the other end of the town, and then we push our way. Get as close as we can by sneaking, and then we rush first. Kill whatever we have to on the way.
You seem awfully confident being able to handle whatever is in that castle.
Indeed, I'd rather get on it without being caught if possible, but that may not be a possibility. I wonder if I could make everybody invisible.
Probably could, but I mean the distraction won't discourage people. So we might as well attract some guards in the other way. We have an easier time getting it.
Yeah, but wouldn't this bring misfortune to the people of this town?
I mean, I could get on to the castle without any issue, it's just I can't get anybody else on.
Not if it's just wild animals.
Did you see the castle like arrive here?
No. But I can confirm that it was high up in the sky when I left, and look at it, it's obviously now accessible, which it was not yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any way we can get in by pretending to be members of the cult. Because that worked fantastically the last time we tried that.
I feel like there's a story here. But it's not the time for that.
Yeah.
Oneth nods.
I just kind of figured it. If we would just strike, that the castle might leave. How absurd that sounds.
Well, it is a flying castle. I don't think it would leave this instant.
Well,
Not
I'd go
ideal.
for some sort of movement from the cultists, I would imagine, before it just ran up and left. But
I'm afraid I'm more with Darius. I'd say no distraction and just make sure we're on.
But then how do we get up? Should some of us dress out as cultists and then say the others are prisoners coming?
I mean, I would love to free the town before we went in, but I just don't see it feasible right now.
Just how
Nope.
many people would we avoid if we sneak around here?
How many do you see in front?
oh, there's roughly about, I don't know, about 8 around the wall, stopping people, perhaps?
And how heavily armed compared to the ones we fought in the castle?
They were definitely armed, yes.
Similarly armed.
They were similarly armed to the ones we fought in the castle, absolutely.
So like one fireball.
It does not preclude the existence of other cultists more heavily armed, ready to come out.
No, I think there's heavy forces in there.
Did you happen to see Greg anywhere? Where did he go?
I didn't go into the tavern, sorry.
I think we left Greg back at the manor.
No, he left.
He left himself. I guess our best bet is if you can turn everyone invisible and then we cause some distractions along the way. The minor thing to lure the guards away.
Be very
But
careful of distractions if we're going down that route. I'm not sure we want to be doing that.
I mean, could you even make everyone invisible?
I can make one additional creature for each thought level above second, so I can cast it at level 4. That'll give me 3 people. I can make 3 people invisible if I utilize all my power.
Wouldn't it be 4 if you use a 4th level?
No,
No,
because
it's
it would be
+2.
one person at level 2, and then it's +1 for each increment of
Yeah, so
the value.
3 a
One
turret.
person level 2, 3
Oh no,
goes
it's,
to
yeah,
level
3
4.
big
Yes.
brain.
Yeah. I didn't
And
realize
you,
you could
Oneth?
upcast invis.
Yep.
How many can you do?
So if our wizard friend could help out, if he has it ready.
I do. I can have it do the same as you can.
I do. Oh, I'm astonished. I thought your useful spells were never ready.
Well then. Keep
Well-
me invisible with distractions.
I'll make 3 people invisible if you can sort out the last 2.
Well, yourself and 2 others, and then.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we will have to improvise some distraction. So we can sneak past the guards.
How long did it take to get here?
About an hour and a half. Overall, it's taken. So it's around 1:30 in the afternoon.
The spell will end for anybody that attacks or casts a spell.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I'm gonna cast Mage Armor and then I'm gonna do Invisibility.
Alright.
Who takes care of who?
The Mage Armor.
I go with Oneth.
And I'll
Okay.
take care
Alright,
of
so
this.
Festral gets the clunky boys.
Yep.
Where would you like to enter town from? The north, the road, or the west?
I think
Or
the
the
way
east,
Kelz going.
Yeah, pretty much. I was going to say along that sort of route, yes.
Okay, so the northern side.
And remember to be as very, very careful and quiet as you possibly can, guys.
You may
Very,
wanna.
very
You
quiet.
could take off the armor.
Whoa.
And look at Jareem take off the armor.
Are you serious?
I mean, if you want to be any kind of effective sneaking, then it was an option. But
Yeah, and if we get caught, we're gonna have to fight without armor.
And if you get caught because of your armor, then yes, we get caught. Then you're.
I'd rather take the chances with fighting, if I'm honest.
And also, if we would put off the armor, like, will we just leave it here on the floor?
No, I have a bag.
No, I'm not taking off the armor. And I'm just scooching. 11.
Kane may have disadvantage.
Yes, it does.
Oh, most certainly does. It's heavy armor.
Oh no. Okay, here comes my funny stealth roll.
11, 11, 11.
6.
8.
Oh boy. Well, then let's head on over, shall we?
We are
Wait,
not
does-
very
does-
stealthy at all.
Does
No.
invisibility give you advantage on self checks?
Nope.
No.
It just means we cannot be
Why would
seen,
it?
but we still can still be heard, and we still leave tracks. That is what we're still floating for.
So people can't see us at least.
Yep.
Oh, this is a town indeed. Oh, and there's... Cool.
That's a cool map.
Those statues are intimidating.
Oh, wow.
Indeed. They are. Anyway, you make it to here. You have no issues sneaking past the outskirts patrols. For there are only a couple that meander their way of their own. It looks like they're not trying to keep anyone out. It looks like they're just trying to see if anyone's coming.
Why are we coming from this side? I have to ask.
Yeah, weren't we gonna
that
come from
was
this side?
We were gonna go
direction-
this way down here. We said the way
Skip
the
that
arrow
side.
was drawing, which is basically we went on the
I
west side
have
of
been
town.
preparing this map, so I haven't seen it. I'm sorry.
Now we draw it on the. Okay.
Like, if it was possible, we were gonna dodge the entire town.
No, I have my apologies. I was prepping the map, so I thought when you said you were going to go to where Kelz, so yeah, he went in, and that's
No.
why we'll put you here then.
Thank you.
There we go. We'll just skip the entire map. That's nice.
I
We seem
shall
like sensible.
stick by Jareem and follow him around. As the prime contractor.
Wonderful.
Except he's invisible, how would I do that?
You wouldn't.
You won't. You just follow his steps through the mud or the grass, I presume.
Yeah, I'll just stare at the footsteps and try my best to follow those.
Wonderful.
God, if you make us roll for getting lost, oh, that's gonna be fun.
Before can we just have a one person move for the entire group and then we stay in line? Because if not, then But I have 5 people moving at the same time. So Festral, you move. We are just one line behind you.
Okay. I get up to here and I would just skirt my way around.
Oh
And-
shit! If you guys, I might have to. Sorry, that's fine. No, you're good. Keep going.
As you get to their Festral, probably, I would throw a little thing.
What are you throwing?
What do you
Here.
think? I don't know.
Lion.
See what it is? It's a fucking bear, dude!
Oh my god, you're throwing a bear at the gate.
Okay. Are you
That's
aware
fine,
this
I can-
ends your invisibility?
Nope, it's not a
It
spell on
doesn't.
attack.
It's not a spell or an attack.
What I'm doing
An
is
action?
I open a bag and I take out a thing. Does it actually break it?
Just like that, I guess. Okay.
No, it doesn't break it.
How far can I throw it? Does it say so?
Do an athletics check. Give me a direction and give me an athletics check.
Over here towards the tree. Nope.
Yeah. Hang on. Wait,
Oh,
how
yeah,
far
okay,
away
wait.
are you? You're too far.
I feel like the
Am I?
scale is wrong.
Isn't it within 30 feet? And also,
it-
2 is 10.
yes,
so-
yes.
So I'm actually within. I'm 15 feet away.
Yes, he's half your numbers, guys. Half your numbers. But he is in range. Yes.
An ally you can see.
This doesn't
Oh,
break
oh.
my invisibility, does it?
No, but you can't see him, so you can't do it.
Oh yeah, good point.
Yes, which is why I will roll a lucky. I'll take another one. 'Cause fuck that shit.
Amazing.
Great roll.
7. There you go.
What are those rolls?
Alright. So you throw a grand. You got a 9 athletics check. You get halfway to the bush.
Yes, that's fine.
A little bit further past Tira in terms of horizontal. Yeah, there. That'll do.
Yes, a bear will emerge and it would attack the cultist.
Oh, I guess we're rolling initiative.
So much for subtle.
Yep. I would
Sorry,
like
panic.
to see you sneak past those with those fucking.
Half the party was like, yeah, let's keep it calm with the distractions, and then Jareem is just like this anyway.
Bear.
You guys. My bear is.
Alright, now watch this glorious initiative roll. Oh, minus
Alright, I
3.
think Darius is
Nice.
currently winning.
Can't believe I outrolled. Wait, can we... How would sprinting affect being stealthed?
Oh my god.
It wouldn't.
I love it when they both crit fail initiatives.
Crit fail initiative 4.
Jealous?
How do you have a modifier of 6?
Probably something that
Yeah,
pluses
He's
initiative.
got the feat. Yeah, the feat that gets +5. Alert or
Yeah,
something.
I have alert. Gives me
Ah.
yeah +5.
Yeah, it's quite nice, eh?
I'm still quite jealous considering dexterity is my main stat. And, yeah, I was being beaten.
Yep. Nope, I have that.
Give me a moment and whack on some music. Yes.
That's gonna be interesting, because I am scared of the statues.
Yes, but they would see us no matter what. So we'll see what the statues can do. Bear would charge towards the other.
Maybe the statues are just, statues. Let's hope.
Yep. We're hoping.
Could you imagine if the bear gets laser-eyed by the statues?
This might
Well
be a
then.
bit dramatic, but I've been wanting to use this soundtrack for a while for some fucking excuse. I don't know why. So, who goes first turn? Let's find out by hitting the descend button. Or Jareem. No, Festral. Festral, you are up. You see the bear
Okay, in
form,
that
you see
case,
the guards cry out and draw their blades.
kinda go, crap, without actually saying that. Probably just move here and sort of push myself against the rock and try to hide as well as I can there, waiting for them to run past at that point.
Very good. Jareem.
I would move close to it.
Yeah, you move close to the edge. You can see below you it's about an 100-foot drop, 150-foot drop, very far.
And I will then take a dodge check.
Alright, Oneth, you're up. Mr. Oneth.
AP.
Fuck, sorry.
Wait, no.
Yeah, muted. These are 5 foot squares, not 10. Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever you're moving is showing half that number.
Yeah.
You can move 60.
I'll make it to there. That's only 20 feet, but that's fine. I will dodge. And that's it.
Alright, brown bear.
Brown bear charges this motherfucker. Swipes him. Claws.
Ah. Well, both of that certainly hits.
14 damage.
I pulled out the wrong ones, didn't you? I need to refix some tokens. Alright, he would be very, very close to death. Gee whiz. Very good. You watch the bear run up to him and you like pounce on him? Does he have his does he have like an ability for that?
Nope.
Or is he not one of those?
The line.
Ah, it's a line, very good. Well, he'll just fucking walk up to him and rake him across his chest and bite into his side and just let out a screech of pain. You hear the collies like crying out for assistance, panicking. Eli, what are you doing?
Can I prepare to move? Like prepare an action, but prepare my movement for something to happen?
Yes, you can.
Alright, when the cultists guarding the bridge have moved, I wanna move up to on top of this rock. When that has happened.
Very good.
Well, let's see what they do.
And with moved, I mean moved away from the bridge, so they're not within 20 feet of it. 10 feet of it.
That's fine, well they would indeed move up. Moving to assist their friend. See him dogpile onto his fucking bear.
Oh lord.
And then they all start swinging on it. That is 23.
Yep.
That's
Everything
9
above
slashing.
11 hit. Just do all the attacks out.
Pardon?
Just do all the attack.
Alright, cool. Okay. Second guy. Alright, you're gonna have to do a running total and damage here with me, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so 9 slashing.
Yeah.
10 slashing.
Yeah.
2 slashing.
Yeah.
12 slashing.
And it's dead.
Alright. Cool, you see them all dogpile onto it and swing their scimitars. These guys, even though it's the creature's dead, they also would move up to it.
Right, and then I'll make boop, top of this.
Cool.
And I'm specifically looking for invisible footsteps to try and keep track of where the team is, because we're still invisible. That's what I'm focused on. Perception. 6.
Very good. You're not really certain where people are right now. Very
no.
uncertain.
Oh no.
Darius,
The
you're
bear,
up.
the bear with gears will die.
Oh, it would disappear magically, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Then these guys would move up and look around.
Well, the guards at the gate are gone, so this is Darius dashing.
Alright, cool. So, Darius, you would run onto the bridge, and it would be at that point, you would make a big old noise. 'Cause metal armor, wooden bridge, you're
Printing.
dashing. Doesn't make good here. And the
Yeah.
guards would all turn their attention back to the bridge. And there would be a cry of alarm. Festral, you're up.
Well, I was about to make my way to the bridge, and then it's just dawned on me that something's about to happen here. How do I want to do this? Hang on a minute, that's not how I'm moving. I'm getting confused by the numbers, so I'm just going to count this out. Yeah, I think I would probably dash as well, to be honest.
Alright.
120.
Eli, you'd catch on to this as well. With your perception check, you'd be able to notice that one of your party has made it onto the bridge.
Yeah, with all the clanking, yeah.
Yes, most certainly.
I think I make it to there.
That's 50 feet.
Yep, so 25 plus 25.
Very good. Jareem, you're up. Yeah, the guards are alerted. Something's up. Something's afoot.
There you go. I run all the way up here.
Very good. Oneth. Alright, Eli.
So,
I feel like a slouch.
here's the thing. I want to sprint over the bridge, but I don't know where the other people are. So how am I gonna deal with that? I don't just wanna metagame and touch them because I know where they are, the tokens.
I
Nope,
mean, you
that's
do,
why
you do know where we are, because you hear people
You
running
know
over.
You're on the bridge and you're invisible. That's what I know.
I stumble over Festral and move 10 feet because friendly move.
I probably ran into Festral there.
Eli, we can have you do a dexterity saving throw as you run across the bridge.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna
With Darius or something.
jump.
Wait, but does he get a +2 because he's near me?
No. Go fuck yourself.
That's bullshit.
DM
Work.
doesn't get a +2 to avoiding you because he's near you. I'm not allowing. I'm not
But it's
allowing
on
that
course,
one.
though.
No, fuck it. House rule. Go fuck yourself.
So, ours doesn't work if you're invisible. Okay.
Alright,
Just
I'm gonna
since
sprint.
I want to say fuck Magrig.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna dash and yep, it's gonna be fun.
Wow, can you go so far?
I have 40 speed of movement.
Look at you.
There comes the dex save for running past invisible people.
Fucker ran straight through me.
8.
We're gonna go over no, and we're gonna say you have a nice old tumble and fall to fall over here. You're now prone here.
Whoa.
Alright. Fire alarm goes off with the cultists here. They kind of scour around the area. One's moving here, one moving to the bridges.
They're right back. That's the front door.
They're dead. Scimitars are out as they warily make their way onto the bridge looking at all of the general area you guys are in. These guys, smarter, the leaders of the group, one of them pulls from his belt a horn and blows really fucking loudly on it.
Back.
Back.
You missed the toot.
Oh, a toot! Why are they tooting?
The yellow guys are pulling out horns and going.
I want off this wild ride.
That's going to be bad.
Something is up. And the cultists, more cultists from up the road, start running down.
We're gonna make the biggest fireball ever.
Burn the bridge. It's made out of wood.
And then
Perfect place for a fireball.
give me a moment. I have a couple more things I want to do real quickly in terms of this encounter. Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh no.
I'm prone. Oh no. Although that gives me advantage versus ranged attack plus invisible.
That's true.
I
I wonder if we should
suppose
have
I'm
had, like,
very
a
safe.
plan when we're coming onto here to have suggested that we all jump onto the statue or something out of the way.
The idea was to get in the castle and then a distraction happened all of a sudden.
Yes, and everything went to rat shit.
This went so well for like one turn.
Less than a turn. That's when initiative started.
This is when we roll stuff.
Yep.
When the fastest guy had to go last across the bridge and we're invisible.
Yeah.
And he's not dexterous at all.
Kind of sad that I'm the slowest in our party. I always seem to be
Wonderful.
the slow carrot.
Short legs.
Let us continue. Darius, your turn.
Fist.
Oh, that's my turn.
No, it's Darius' turn.
I would start walking deeper into the castle. But I know the little other people are like in front of me, so first I would like feel, you know? With
Yeah,
hands stretched, and if I would feel someone, I would like go past them.
Yeah, so you're not dashing.
No, I would just first like go steadily, and then after I would dash, right?
Which
You can do it rich,
I mean-
still use your full movement doing what you're doing, I don't mind.
Because I was sitting here, then it would be like, this would be my normal movement. Then I would be in the
Straight
castle.
across.
Keep
I
in
would
mind,
just go-
dash implies running, right? So he's just
Yeah.
walking forward.
I would just walk forward first, my normal movement. To
Alright.
like here, and then I would have a perception check to see what's inside of the castle.
Now, this is where we're changing maps, and it's really fucking awkward to do this. You appear to be in a massive courtyard. Giant in size. Absolutely massive. About 150 feet across, and the courtyard, actually no, technically it's even more than that perhaps. We were talking anywhere between, depending on the angles, horizontally it's about 300 feet, and top to bottom it's about 200 feet. It's a very large courtyard. You can see 2 towers either side of you. You can hear the sounds of movement and growling and groaning. The sounds of some very rather heavy-footed creatures or individuals who are moving about inside as if they're reacting to the war horn now it's just blown. On the south side you can see a door. What is it? I can explain here. Not a door, like an interior building. Several interior buildings all around, and then the keep itself further in. You know what? Give me a second, guys. I think you're all theoretically in the castle now. So I think we're gonna do a map change to the castle map.
You just
Holy
skipped the
fuck.
whole map.
Didn't think you'd get here so quick. You guys are gonna have to bear with me.
Well, that's what happened when you tease that the castle is ready to leave whenever.
I need to do a good old polygon reveal, and it's gonna be a big fucking polygon reveal.
I'll reveal my polygon.
Oh my.
Kelz, no, you're on stream.
Except I'm not. There's no webcam on.
Oh, well, okay, sure, away.
So instead of you guys being like this, Darius would be about here, and you guys would be about here, and then we need to reverse this, so you'd be like there, you'd be like there, and then you'd be there, and you'd be there.
Oh lord, is this big?
Oh, yes.
Oh yes. Welcome to the castle, my friends. You are in for a fucking experience.
Fun time begins. Woo.
That's where we figure out who has the longest range spells.
Oh yeah, this is where range truly matters.
How
If
far
I
was
can I yell at people? Apparently I can only yell at people 60 feet away. That's a shame. My insults are very limited.
Yeah.
Need to work on that voice.
Just doing a rough estimation on positioning again. Something like this, I don't fucking know. Alright, let us continue. Festral, your turn.
My turn.
Turn
on
order's
this one.
fucked.
The turn order's fucked. Okay, we are here. Let us continue. You are all invisible still. Oneth, you're up. Wait, no.
There's 2 more before me.
The fuck? Oh, you didn't change the thing?
Festral and Jareem. Oh no, you want me to do it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What was I?
That's fine. I've undone it, I've updated it.
Thank you.
I think I was 21.1.
Yes. I
Yeah,
did it, so I can
Jareem,
organise you
Festral
ahead.
and then Jareem before me.
Festral.
There we go.
Right.
Okay, Festral, you're up.
I will. I don't know where Darius is, so I'm just going to literally run 100 feet to here. Would I have hit Darius, and what check do I need to do?
Dex save. You're fine.
So I'd probably run here, and that would be my turn.
Okay, Jareem, you're up.
How far away are the cultists to the bridge?
We'll measure it and halve it.
Okay, so it is half.
Yeah. 40 feet.
I would whisper as low as I can, without still like wherever I think people are still within earshot. They enter the first door on the right, and we meet inside. And then I would.
Pretty glad you said that.
Very good. And I presume you run on in as well.
Yes, and I
Dex
would.
save, so you don't hear
Stop
Darius.
running.
You're fine. Oneth, go.
But I would be saying it as I'm running too, because I have no idea what that happens.
Yep.
So
Excuse
did
me.
I hear that?
Just like repeatedly saying, first on the right, first on
Yeah.
the right. Yeah, I got
Exactly.
you. Yeah, you would hear it. No issues.
I'm gonna go towards the right hand side. Oh my god, 30 times 2 times 2, 120.
Also hit Darius.
Darius just feels like everyone in the world poking him.
Actually, no, fuck it. I'm not gonna make
bashing
you.
him.
They're not standing still. You guys are all running together. I'm not gonna make you saves. They're dumb.
Yeah.
What?
Hila.
This
No.
image of like Darius trying to stand
It
up, but
just
someone else running
skipped
past
two
him.
people. How did it just end someone's turn without me clicking it?
Because the
Strange. Invisible person's turn. You don't know what it's doing. There's noise up here above, but you don't really know much.
On left or right side? Oh, right above.
Above you. This time you hear a crash and a door slam open from inside, from out in the town, and you see a man come running over. It looks like he's coming in from this side, but I assure you he's not. You
He's
hear
coming
him
from-
bellow at the top of his lungs, but I'm not gonna do that 'cause it's very late here. It's like, what's going on? Explain the situation, guards report. And the
Okay, so
big
he's-
motherfucker of a man has arrived on scene.
Looks friendly, chat.
Yep.
Very nice individual indeed, yes. You can even see that the cultists appear slightly scared of the man.
He was on the last map.
Oh, Eli, you're up.
And big up. And when I sprint now, I still get the sprinter to like full movement still. Right?
No, it's 45 feet. Because it's half, so
That's
you can move your movement speed, right? But your normal move is half because you spend half your movement getting back up. So you can basically move 60 feet total.
Yeah, so that's how I thought. Okay, yep. Maybe sprinting. First on the right. Alright. Alright.
Alright, very good. These guys cry out to their captain, "Do we think there's intruders? There's footsteps on the bridge, but we can't see nothing. Not sure what's going on, we signaled the alarm." And that's what you see, and they start making their way across the bridge gradually. Like kind of sweeping. Like swinging their scimitars like vaguely in front of them. Trying to peer, waving their arms forward, trying to hit whatever the fuck is on the bridge. They don't know what's going on. And you guys probably see these doors here smash open. And pouring out
Kobolds.
from there, you see a lot of cultists.
Oh no. No. First door on the right.
Yep. They are not in the room right now, so let's get past them.
And so they're all running to take up their posts wherever they may be. Darius, you're up.
What's the floor made of right now? Like stone?
Oh, so I need to open up the fucking... We're on a complete different map. I need to get you all the information for it. Sorry. We came here in combat. I don't like entering new zones in combat. But we are here nonetheless.
We don't
Shut up.
particularly like entering these zones, running away like headless chickens either.
So, you are currently standing on what looks like perfectly opaque ice. It shimmers the same in the reflection of the light. And it's very firm and hard underfoot. It's not slippery. but it looks like just you're saying on like an iceberg, but even more pure. And it's all been carved beautifully. That's what you're currently standing on.
I guess
Ooh, I can even give you a description. I'm going to give you a bunch of descriptions because fuck it, we missed out on another lunch. So right here, this is the main gate. A lower drawbridge spans a foggy moat. Beyond the drawbridge is an open portcullis, and beyond the portcullis is a covered gateway leading to an open courtyard. Large figures loom in the towers. You can't quite make out whom they are. The portcullis itself. Oh my god, there's so much information I haven't read here.
There's an aria of expelled magic across the entire castle, and you're no longer
No,
invisible.
no, I'm being a brain it. As you guys ran in this round, as you guys ran past this section, a couple things happen. Jesus Christ, you guys are triggered shit. I didn't even realize.
Oh no!
Oh god, are we just run through a bunch of defenses?
Yeah, you have.
I was waiting for something like that, to be honest, with the statues.
Yeah, the statues couldn't have been nothing.
These things animate as you guys pass through, and they are all very confused because they can't see. They don't know where I'm past, but their magic compelled them to activate, and they kind of look around and lumber, looking in various directions. They know the cultists are fine, so they turn their gaze inwards. And I'm gonna roll initiative for them real quick.
I knew they were evil.
Very good. Let me add the HP while you guys are reading more stuff. But those are two life-size statues of 18-foot tall, what appear to be cloud giants. One whomst is male, the other female. They stand next to the portcullis, facing each other with the covered gateway. Oh, that means they're here. Very good. The towers you ran past, they're not the same height. One to the left of the drawbridge is about 120 feet height, whilst the one to the right is only 80 feet in height. And now we come to the courtyard at long last. Walls of solid ice enclose this courtyard. Another courtyard partially overhangs this one above you. There's a second courtyard about 100 feet above you, hanging.
Boy.
It's held aloft by sweeping arches of ice that soar to a height of 100 feet. Doors of sculpted ice fitted with iron hinges lead to various outbuildings and the main keep on the far side of the courtyard from the gate towers. Hidden in the shadows on the far eastern side of the overhanging courtyard across from the main gate is an opening in one wall that leads to a spiral staircase made of sculpted ice. There we go. Now we're up to date. Fucking Christ. My apologies. This is what happens when we transition maps and I'm not prepared.
Wow. I'm presuming we're a bit further ahead than we expected this session then.
Yes. It's just a little bit. I expected you to get on, but not by, I didn't expect you to storm on. This is unexpected. Very good. I had a plan for the session that's been thoroughly thrown out the window. Alright, Festral.
That's how you love it.
Well, my turn, I guess.
Yeah, Darius.
Oh, sorry, Darius, carry on.
Yeah, please let him move.
So I guess if I run, I would be really loud. I mean,
Yes, you might have something swipe at you.
What was your death roll?
it was 11.
Right.
I don't think that still applies though. Does it still apply?
Kinda.
You haven't really done anything else than running. Can you run stealthily?
You can't run stealthily.
Oh,
It
okay.
would. They would have disadvantage in attack. They would know something. Like this is the thing, right? You guys aren't really stealthy anymore because they know something's here.
Yeah.
It would be easy for you to re-stealth if you get what I'm saying. But they know something's in the area, so clanging away from something means it's gonna know you're there. And it may attempt to swing you, but obviously it will have disadvantage on any attempts to attack you while you guys are invisible.
I would. What the fuck would I do? Life is hard. Can I use my reaction to increase my AC without?
Yes, you can.
Not a spell on attack.
Awesome. 21 AC, boys. I think I would just run. Would I mean, if we get caught now, we're so fucked. I think
Yeah,
we just try to stealth.
If you get attacked now, I need to protect you, so please don't.
Yeah, I would stealth. Away. To here, like, do you have to like reroll stealth?
You're not taking. You have to take the hide action to do that.
Yeah, which is like a stealth roll, right?
Yes.
No, we'll take the hide action.
Oh, fine.
Festral, please.
He can't see you.
Yeah. Huh.
Yeah, you can't see you. You can't help you there.
I mean, my old self roll was 11. Do I just? I mean, don't.
I mean, it's clear I can hear you.
If I,
Yes, your
if I-
stealth was 11, but we kind of clarified that stealth was over from that.
Yeah. I mean. Well.
Well, let's see
Okay,
if the
but wait,
opportunity hits.
Golem is trying to hit you. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna
fair.
roll for him. Disadvantage. That's a 14.
Miss.
Very good.
Nothing there.
The 0 would kind of indicate a very loud noise.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say like you grazed your arm along the ice wall, and it made a very loud metallic scrape. And as you jerk your arm back in kind of horror, they know where you guys are going. Jareem, sorry, Festral. I moved right past your turn again. Festral,
Right.
go ahead.
Ignore what I'm about to do. This was me trying to figure out where I could run to.
So you see Festival move on.
Wait, what?
I am probably going to run here. Use the dash action and sort of head this direction.
Very good.
That'll be my turn.
Jareem, you're up.
I will also be the logical thing and walk around the army of people walking out from that thing and move to the center.
Okay, Oneth, you're up.
Yeah, I am here, and I'm not muted.
Slow.
I'm just being quiet. So I've seen these people come out the first door on the right, so I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, not heading there anymore. I'm gonna move to there, and then I'm gonna hold a dash action. For when the whatever they are, cultists move. Trying to avoid where they're going to be.
Okay. I see. Very good. You hear a crying from the towers in giant, a language you don't understand. Maybe one of you does. I think one of you does.
Do I still have comprehend up?
No.
Nope. You don't. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, that's so long ago, so.
Does anyone else understand giant here?
Sadly, Neil.
I hear a cry of words that you don't understand. That's it. Striding across the bridge come Othelstan. He's just swinging his fucking flail around his fucking head. He's like, "Where the fuck are you, you cunts? You're not getting by my watch." Eli,
Is there anything in like this corner of the courtyard? Or is
No.
There's nothing there. Then I'm gonna get to this corner and hold it down here and prepare a dash action towards the door if it becomes clearer.
very good. Stone golems turn in and march inwards. They would just move in. They're not doing any direction. They don't know what's going on. They're just moving in. The guards spew out, mostly running towards the center, making their way towards the center. Sorry, towards the entrance. Their scimitars in hand. They know something's up.
Yeah, I don't consider this to be clear, so I don't use the dash I prepared.
Very good. The dragon, the guys over here, they make their way in as well.
They've all moved, so I will.
Alright, are you moving where you moving?
Away from them. What have I got? 30 times 2, 60. Cool.
Cool. These guys make their way in with us, Felstan. They heard the noise, I know it's deeper in, where they need to go is deeper in. And they move up to try and catch up with these intruders, these invisible men. Darius, you're up. The golem is bearing down upon you. He's close. This female hulking giant is ready to club you.
You mean she's looking like straight at me?
In the vicinity. She's not sure.
I'm gonna take the hide action again.
Alright, go for it.
Still, wait, 6.
Oh boy.
And then you're gonna move off, yeah?
Yeah, and then I would like try to go towards this corner. I would have, because I'm assuming they're gonna try to go to the middle, and I just want to go to the side.
Yeah, are you gonna do your reaction at all?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my action to increase my AC.
Okay, cool.
It's per usual. Oh fucking hell, this is so fucked. 10, 20.
Cool. As you move away, the golem swings at you again. It still seems to know vaguely where you are. It's still managing to hear you.
Yeah.
And just swings for you. 19
Miss.
is what it hits. 19. Ooh. You have large fists swipe. Yeah, just where you were. Festral.
So I see that big nest down there and think, surely everybody else will have the same idea and not try to head down there. And I instead shall run over here.
Very good. Alright. Okay. Ironically enough, these doors open up. And it probably is the worst person to have met coming out from them. With the
Do they have
doors,
detect invisibility?
the door smashed, like is thrown open from the cries of alarm. And inside, striding out, comes a very, very angry
Rasmir.
dragon lady. She looks out across the courtyard, and you just hear her bellow across the courtyard. What's going on? And in her hand is this large black greatsword. Just pissed the fuck off. Alright. Jareem, you're up.
Thinking we all invisible cannot follow each other, I still hope people are smart enough to follow with the plan. Don't run into people. Go to the first on the right. And move down here.
Oh my.
Yep. That is my turn.
Things are progressing. Oneth,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
God, I have no idea. I think I'm just gonna go horizontally that way. Not at. Oh, sorry, I was drawing a line. No. 60 equals 30. That way. And same again, I'm gonna hold the dash.
Triggered by.
Like, Oneth would be thinking, right, let's not go in there, that's obviously some sort of barracks, and fuck no, let's not go up there. Because that's Resmir, so I think he'd be going towards the east side of the map.
Alright, cool. This is a very strange question. I need to ask it, Tira. Tira, when your character took a bath this morning,
Crack one out in secret.
in RP, did your character use any scented bath products?
If there was
Would
soap
that be
available, he would have used soap. If there was anything more exciting available, there is a good chance he would have used it, yes.
There more than likely would have been those products available. In fact, I think it even states in one of the bath stuff that it has that stuff available.
Yeah, I think that's.
I would also add that the bath was the previous night before the long rest.
That is true.
We've done some
Bring
traveling.
Sweating. Traveling.
So we've been travelling. We have also slept throughout the entire night. But yes, if there was nice scented stuff, I would probably have been inclined to use
Just
it.
keeping that in
were it
mind.
available.
Very good.
Can you smell your own shampoo over 12 hours later? After you slept and so on?
Can you smell
Okay.
your own BO after walking 5 miles?
No?
No, but
Can a dog?
there we go.
Alright. Off stands just fucking raving with his flail, just like, yeah!
By the way, doing all this, how much movement would we see from each other, tracks and stuff? Because it is the only thing we can see from each other.
The nature of the ground, you wouldn't see really anything.
No.
Right? It's ice. It's like this pure crystal ice.
Like really
It's
fancy marble.
Very, very strong. It's like you're walking on marble. Yeah, very, very, very nothing at all. It's almost basically down to audible and smell on
And
detecting people here.
problem is, there's a lot of cultists running around making noise and statues.
Yeah, they're running around making noise. It's big hulking stone statues striding through. Unlikely you're gonna be able to pick out who is where.
Yep, that's what I want to know.
These two probably are the best bet. They know they had like the same idea. They're probably gonna stick together. They know where each other is here.
Yeah, because
They're
we're
holding
basically
hands.
touching.
You
Yeah,
two,
you're holding hands.
you might know that one of you is vaguely near the other, but you don't know specifics. Festral's fucked. I'll be honest with you. Festral is just he's off. We'll leave him be. Eli, you're up.
I'm gonna hold my entire movement. And if there's no new cultists that come out in the next wave that they move, then I'm gonna my movement to rush in.
Alright.
Because I can do that in one turn. With dashing.
Cool. The golems go striding in. They're just not sure. They're confused. Absolutely confused.com. These guys, they all move up to see what the fuck's going on. And they're like, well, what's going on? What's going on, Captain? And the captain would bellow back, there's an intruder. Someone's entered the keep. And then they would all start spreading out at this point. From here. They would have all gone to the gate first. I'm not going to have them not move to the gate first. And there would indeed be no one else making their way out from the barrack.
Alright, there we go.
Right.
Start
That
my
would
dash.
probably trigger my thing. Dash.
Alright.
40.
So the other.
They've moved away, so
That moved 10 feet in this door. 10 feet in.
the doors are open as
yeah.
well, are they?
This door is indeed open.
I thought the last guy would like run out to an alarm, then stop, turn around, blow a little, and close the door, and then run out.
Close the door, lock and key.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. Can't let our belongings be stolen.
Nope.
I'd go around the corner and that's where I would.
Alright.
Ah, there's a dragon in the room.
There's nothing.
What's your normal move speed, by the way?
40.
Okay.
I'm a speedy boy. Not agile, but I'm fast.
Straight line.
Yeah.
Fine.
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
There we go, very good. Claws will be making their way in as well. There's guys scouting around. Darius, where are you heading? Same direction?
Yeah, I would follow him, and I would.
Alright.
I mean, he just full on dashed, right?
Yeah, I was not trying to be stealthy. I'm just relying on Invis.
Yeah, I would follow his lead, 120 that way.
Okay.
And reaction for AC.
Yeah. Alright, I think we'll call it there, guys.
They.
Nice cliffhanger.
Yeah, Festral, I hope you're having fun over there.
Ah,